Boy, Mario go to fuck crazy.
Yeah, y'all already know, man. It's going down again, man. It's Fat Nasty Podcast. I'm one half of the Belly Gang boys.
Let me put my belly on your butt, you heard?
And we in full effect tonight, man. You can be anywhere else in the world, man, on a Friday night, but you're here with us, man. Before you do anything, go like, subscribe, comment, repost.
Follow.
Tell a friend. Tell 5 friends to go watch that shit, man, because we popping shit and we having a good time, man.
And it's feeling good outside, too, on this Friday.
Yeah, it started raining. It got cold at night. It got cold at night. Atlanta will fuck you up, though. Atlanta weather be wishy-washy, huh? Don't say bipolar. You from Florida, so it rains every day. It's always raining
and
down
it's
there.
that season where that rain coming on. That
Yeah,
rain.
but you could go to the beach and see the water. That's the dope thing about Florida.
But
like,
it's always like 80.
Yeah, and it's always a beach around too. Like
Yeah,
I go to the beach quick. So man, we got a dope ass guest tonight, man. She's been viral. She's popping in the street. Check her IG. She probably got like 200-300 followers, and they real. You know what I'm saying?
Real followers.
So like we let everybody introduce themselves, man. Introduce yourself, man. Tell them what you got going on.
So I'm Christianna. I own Wealthy College Kid, an e-commerce education platform, as well as a software company called Celsi, and a children's clothing brand. So I just sell stuff on the internet.
You're supposed to bring our kids some clothes.
Yeah, with my baby's outfit.
Oh, you did tell me. You did tell me. I'm gonna bring them.
outfit.
I'm gonna bring them.
My
I got
baby,
you.
hey, shout out to my baby today. It was HBCU day, and she was fresh.
I
She
got
had the
you.
CAU alumni on, because that's where I graduated from.
Yeah.
So she was fresh today. So you know what I'm saying? That was dope. Definitely dope, man. But what made you get into all that? Like, what made you get into children's clothes and all that?
So the children's clothes is like dark humor and trauma. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I created Just Kidding Kids because in 2018 I had a miscarriage.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't know I was pregnant.
Wow.
Yeah, scary. So the day that I found out they had confirmed I was measuring out at like 18 weeks, which is gender identifiable baby length. So I had an emergency C-section. Obviously, a baby can't survive outside the womb. Traumatized me. Postpartum was super bad. So I started Just Kidding Around Kids, did half a M in like 50 days or some shit. And then kind of just like took a step back and then revamped it. Came back in 2022 and we selling kids' clothes.
Word? Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's
so how you be running it up like you got just a big following or just like?
No, so honestly, you know what's crazy? My following didn't even really hit till like 2020.
Okay.
Yeah, so in 2020, I did 10.4 million selling vendors list with the Boss Palace, and that's where I really started to get like followers. Yeah. Before that, I was getting it out the mud. I was selling stuff like,
Right.
You know what I mean? A lot of people be like, "Oh, sell a course." I have no way to sell a course to.
Right.
So I was selling like baby mats. I sold makeup. I sold a fishing pole pen. I was selling whatever sold. Yeah, so.
Just out there, just researching. Okay.
Just researching, like, because I was selling to, like, survive. I wasn't selling because it was like, oh, I want to be a entrepreneur. I was selling because I had bills.
That's dope. That's dope. So, man, you've been in this spotlight for a minute. So, man, how does it feel to go viral, man? Like
now, honestly, like, it's, like, the cheapest traffic you can get. I don't understand how people be going viral and don't make no money. Like, really, I don't see it. Because after my first viral clip, that was April. By June, I cleared $1 million off the clip.
Like, off the clip, damn.
Off the clip. And even my birthday, my boyfriend and I went viral for my birthday post. And we saw it. The minute, bro, I will never forget. I stopped what we were doing, pulled the car over, and made a product to sell for $13 because I caught it. I was like, this is going to take off. Yeah. Made a product for $13. I did like $14,000 off a $13 product. Because so many people were coming. I was like, no, I got to stop what we're doing.
Yeah. So your first viral moment, what made you go viral?
My dating standards.
What did you say?
I won't date no broke man, and that I'm not doing it. And you know, part of that comes from one, my dad was not broke. I come from a 7-figure home, and 2, like, I only had one broke relationship. I tried it. I did try the whole, build him up character. I tried it, and I will never do it again. So I haven't. Like, that's just what it is. Damn. You don't got to make like millions of dollars, but there needs to be a baseline so that we're able to do similar things and you're able to take care of me at the level I'm looking for. You don't got to make $1 million to get $1 million home. Right. I think you got to make like what, $300-400K to like qualify for a mortgage. Right. So it don't be nothing crazy. Like, top 5%.
Just be able to take you somewhere each month.
So I got a little bit of a travel problem, but that's all right. I make that clear on first dates.
On first date. So how was the Kevin Samuel thing? How did you feel about it? You said you went like 54 minutes with him. How was
He
that?
loved me. I'm a wrecked McLaren, but I'm still a McLaren.
Oh,
You gotta
okay.
look at your cup half full. You feel me? Like, okay,
McLaren.
he called me a wrecked McLaren. But you gotta think he was calling women linebackers.
Yeah, he was.
I'm a McLaren.
But he got dudes too though. He was like, I remember he had one joint. Shout out to Kevin, man. R.I.P. He got niggas in girl. He got niggas and women. So I hate when women was just like, he only getting. Nah, he was getting niggas too. He was like, boy, is your dick big? Like, can you do this? Can you provide? Is this like what's going on?
Yeah.
He like, nigga, you know if you could do all these things because as a man, like you know what's going on.
Yeah, no, I didn't take anything he said like to heart, to be honest with you. Like,
Right.
because at the end of the day, he's right. Like, if I went broke tomorrow, my man don't give a damn. Like, he would be like, oh, okay, you want to move in? Whereas if he went broke, he's right. There is a time limit. Of course, I'm gonna hold him down. I'm gonna help him, but that ain't gonna last forever.
What's his time limit?
I would say 24 months is enough to get your shit together.
That's a good.
I think
good
that's
time.
24 months.
Cause niggas take L's.
Yeah, see,
call
I'm
them
not mad
lessons.
at that.
Yeah,
You give a
like,
2-year
2
window.
years,
Yeah, you
that's
can.
enough
you
time
still
to
a bum for 2 years. You gotta figure. you
Like,
gotta do
that's
something
enough
else.
time to stand up. Like,
Right,
because
right,
by
right.
90 days, you should have a plan, I feel like. Like, so, I mean,
I could dig that.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
okay, you give it 24 months. That's valid.
That's dope.
I'll hold you down.
You hold you
But
down.
just know, my birthday coming up, so
So with them 24 months though, do you okay? We ain't gonna go on any of these trips. We still activated. I'm just holding it down. Well, I mean, you just holding it down still.
I'm going on trips and you at work.
Oh, so you still get to be lit.
That ain't got nothing to do with me.
But I was saying you holding it down. It's like, yo, come on.
I am holding it down.
can't
You
get a
were
trip with
at
you?
work.
He can't.
You was working.
Hold up. So it's 24 months. He can't get a trip with you or nothing?
Yeah, to Jamaica. He not
Oh,
going to
man.
Dubai.
Hey,
My
that's a-
Tigo baby. That's
He
it.
getting an all-inclusive. You
Oh.
think I'm going to fly him to Dubai at them $10,000 a night rooms? You wildin'. We're going to Jamaica, some all-inclusive, or Mexico.
Oh,
I've
so
been
it's different. So he ain't living that life. So you know what I'm
Like,
saying?
You gonna take
You know
that
what?
trip?
We've been together a year, so I'll even say Turks. I'll throw a Turks trip in. That's still like a smooth $5,000. But my trips, like my big trips,
Bali.
we went to Bali. I didn't spend it, but he spent like 11 bands. But it was my birthday.
Okay.
Like,
Oh, that's what you get to hit the cup. It's like, it was my birthday.
It was my birthday, and then he bought me like a chain and a bracelet and earrings. But it was my birthday.
Okay, so you just lit. So
And then his birthday, I bought him jewelry though. He didn't want to travel, so I was like, okay.
So you good with it.
Yeah, I was like.
So what was the viral moment on his birthday or your birthday?
On my birthday?
Yeah, what y'all do? What happened?
So, Bali, the flower pools and everything. So, it was crazy because we was really struggling. The sun's going down. I was like, damn, we need some content. We got to make this worth it. And he was like, come here. I was like, all right. Took me by my neck, tossed me in the pool. The internet went crazy. Because he was holding me by my neck when he threw me. And everyone's like, oh my God, mood. Oh my God, da-da-da-da-da. Some people were like, oh my God.
Oh my God, he's aggressive.
Yeah, they're like, she could have drowned. Da-da-da-da. I'm like,
that was coming.
Oh, they got mad
Bro,
backlash.
She could
lot
have
of eat
broke
the
her
cakes, all
neck. She could have died. I'm like, I had to like really get in the comments at one point and be like, first off, I can swim. Like he wasn't gonna do that to me if I couldn't swim.
Right.
And they're like, why didn't he jump with you? He can't swim. What you want me to do?
Right.
Drown
Glad
him?
you knew how to.
You feel me? So like the fuck, like I could swim. I knew the direction I was going in. Like,
Right.
it was cool for me.
Right,
If
you
it
was-
wasn't for you, it wasn't for you.
And you was out the country, so you was vibing.
Yeah, like,
do whatever.
and
Whatever
I'm not
you
gonna
content.
listen to nobody that's taking birthday trips to Jamaica. Like,
Yo, man, stop downplaying Jamaica, man. There's some niggas that got passports that ain't never been out the country, man.
I
Stop
cannot relate. I cannot, yo.
Montego Bay is nice. I had a good time.
You need to go see the world. Have you been to Vietnam?
Nah, hell no. There's a lot of niggas ain't been out of the motherfucker. There's a lot of niggas ain't never been out their barrels. So he's talking about, have I been to Vietnam?
I mean, like, we did my birthday trip was from
She's talking about some, have you been to Vietnam? There's some niggas that ain't never been outside the barrels. There's some niggas that's from Florida that ain't never left their neighborhood. So for me, I got a couple stamps on my passport.
That's why I gotta inspire.
Man, you know what, me and my baby, we about to turn this shit up, man. You inspiring me, baby. We going.
For real though, like my birthday trip, we did like 4 countries. We just kept going, like, and on our first trip, we climbed a volcano. We went 6 hours up, stayed overnight. Like, we be seeing active volcanoes. We be doing the most.
Oh, I see you New York niggas, man. Y'all here, we climbed the volcano and all that. Shout out to my New York niggas, man. That's hard. That's hard.
I can only imagine a first date. Like, how do that? Like, what?
I was gonna ask
How
you
did I
that.
pitch it?
Yeah, like, what is a nice first date for you?
Like a nice first date,
Yeah.
or the first date that I pitch these trips on?
Oh.
Like, because it's like a pitch. You can't just come out with it. You got to kind of like, you know, them trips where you see the girls at Turks, but you don't see the men?
Right.
I think that's what he pictured. And I gave us like negative 25-degree weather and like hiking 6 hours and like, it was like a whole different experience. But I think he imagined like the Turks and the sex on the beach. Yeah. And it was like, we're going to do that too, but we also going to like almost die type vibes. But it's okay. He survived.
I see. He's
But
still around.
a good first date for me is always going to be like either like a good restaurant or a good activity. Like, you're not going to bowl me to death. Because if you're too good at bowling, like, I be thinking you go out on mad dates. Like,
Yeah, this nigga's crazy.
tell me I'm lying.
So,
Why you know how to bowl
why
so
you
well?
bowl so good? It's some niggas that take bowling like.
No, because they taking mad girls to the bowling alley. Tell me I'm lying.
Nah, nigga, we grew up in recreation homes, so like you
You
got to
was
go
not
to the
bowling, you
recreation
was
center,
playing
so you got to be
ball.
nice playing pool, and you took the bowling trips. Like niggas used to go bowling a lot, especially where we from. Ain't too much shit to do. You better hit the bowling alley and kick it. It's like bowling leagues and all type of shit.
Nah,
You ain't jacking that shit.
Hoe. You a hoe.
He know how to
You
bowl.
can bowl.
If you can bowl
I'm
a
weak-
little,
I'm weak
bit, a little
anyways.
bit too good, you've been out on too many dates. Why the bartender know what you drink? Like,
that's
it
different.
sucks.
He got to switch his bowls joining up now.
sus.
He can't have you at the same bowling
Sus.
spot now. Come on,
Sus.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Like-
Bartender, no, that's like.
Yeah, he been in too much.
You've
Yeah,
been
yeah.
in too many bowling alleys. This is a first date kingdom. That's why I don't do bowling. You're not gonna take me no bowling
Right.
alley. It's dead.
So that's crazy. That's crazy. I was gonna ask you about that too. I will ask you again later though. But we asked this too, man. Are you petty, man? Do you got any pettiness with you? Are you petty?
100%.
I knew you was petty.
You
got-
crazy?
I knew it
Yo,
was petty.
what? One time I like, cause I'm sneaky with it. So like, my man will send me the money to book the flights, but I'll get mad, so I'll cancel them with his money.
And keep the bread.
No, you don't need. You not seeing me. Or I'll do one better. We'll get in an argument, and I'll book a flight to somewhere like Ecuador. I'll be like, I'm never coming back. I'm gonna be an Ecuadorian. I hate you. Like, I'll just say, you'll never find me.
Yeah, you might be the most pettiest person we ever had. Damn,
Like,
that's how
I've done
you
it
give
before. I broke up with somebody, and I went to El Salvador. I just left. Just left.
Yeah.
How you gonna find me? You can't.
So what are deal breakers for you?
Deal breakers, broke. Broke.
Yeah,
Cheap.
she ain't give. I don't think she giving a nigga 24, man. I don't think she giving 24 bucks. I'm being real.
You gotta think.
Yo, C Boogie, y'all do that, C Boogie. C
Hear
Boogie,
me
you're
out,
not
though.
giving a nigga 24 bucks, man.
Because men can have money, but are you spending it? Because I really don't care if you rich, but you not spending. That's the same as being
well,
broke.
cheap then.
Yeah, like if you not spending it, what's that do for me? Like how you gonna help me?
Okay.
Like you supposed to help me. I'm struggling.
You not struggling. You a millionaire too on the low.
Sound like my man. That has nothing to do with nothing.
What are you talking about?
So you got to be treating it too, though. You got to be like.
Yes, you want your waffle at 6 a.m.? I got you. Your clothes steamed? I got you.
That's
'Cause you know
nothing. You want to go to Bali. You want to go. You're
Okay, so
bugging.
I'll make sure your briefs are steamed too.
Your
or
briefs.
warm.
Yeah, you're bugging.
Yo,
So
You'll
my
have
New York,
steam.
you got the
yo, my New
warm
York
briefs.
niggas is not getting the warm briefs.
You
He's
getting
not.
warm briefs? You getting freaking shrimp and grits from scratch, whatever you need.
Okay, that's domestic things you cooking up, but what are you doing, like, yo, on the level that equates to what you like to be traveling?
Oh, I
and
got
stuff
my
like
knee
that?
pads. Don't even worry about it.
Your knee pad.
Yeah, I got my knee pads.
Yeah,
So
heard
hold
you.
on, time. What's
But-
what's your knee pads?
I got my knee pads to make sure I earn my trip. No,
I knew that was at the knee pad.
I got my knee
I
pads.
knew the knee pads was too. I just want to hear it going a little deeper. What's the knee pads gonna
I
do?
got my
So
knee
you like one of them girls on Valentine's Day still giving a nigga the coochie, like
Coochie for
you know what?
Valentine's
You're not getting no gift. Nigga. You get this coochie, nigga.
You know what's
what I'm saying?
crazy? We went to Finland for Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's dope. Did you pay for it?
What? I paid for the flights.
Okay.
I think
So
that
that's what I'm
counts.
saying. So like for a birthday or a gift, what are your gift givings like? Yo, what do you?
What do I give him?
Yeah.
Are you mismatched? Like, do you do the same thing that he do for you, or you go
Yeah,
above and beyond?
Jewelry and trips. He don't really want nothing. He smokes, so I'll buy. I don't be wanting to buy him weed because I feel like he gonna be like, who do you know to get this weed from? Like, what drug dealer do you know? You know what I mean? Like,
Right. So you
where
don't
did
want to rub it the
get
wrong
this?
way. You don't want to rub
Yeah,
it the
so
wrong way.
I don't buy like weed and stuff. I literally buy like clothes. Like, for example, he took me to Barbados, so I bought like mad LV slides and like swim trunks and stuff like that. Like, I just buy random stuff. Like,
Okay, so you
How long y'all been together?
a year.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Feels
I
good.
got one more year to hopefully, my hands are a little light. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's crazy.
Shout out to my boy. Look at the camera. Do it again. Do the Beyonce
It's
thing.
a little light.
A little light.
But no, like, I do stuff for him. And, like, to be honest, like, he don't really got to worry about nothing outside of making bread. Like, scheduling or anything like that, or, like, anything that has to be done is, like, done. Like,
Okay.
You feel me? Like, if his mom need to go somewhere, needs something, that's done. Like, I just do everything around
You must
it.
be already lit. My son must be lit already. He be like scheduling and all
Yeah,
that.
I just schedule stuff and do anything around it. That's what I do. Because, let's be real, there's no such thing as passive income.
What?
You know what is passive? Being a wife. Yeah. Because in 6 years of entrepreneurship, there's no end to this. There's no end. There's no, like, magical, like, oh, I'm going to stop working. But you know what there is an end with? Me being a wife.
Right, and you could just chill, huh?
Yeah. And I'm not saying I would quit. I'm just saying I'm not going to be trying to make $10 million. I'll make a smooth 2 and sit down somewhere.
Respectfully.
At least you know.
And sit down, make TikToks.
You get rich off of them.
Pretty much.
I feel you.
That's his money in that shit too.
So I got to ask you, what's your mental state from a 1 to 10? How you feel?
You can't use
Now,
7.
in 2023?
Can't use 7.
Yeah, you can't use 7.
10.
10?
10.
Elaborate.
I mean, like, my family's straight. Like, we all, like...
Yeah, you already said that they
You know what I
rich,
mean?
so you know that.
That's what I mean. My family's straight, like, I went to school, my family, my boyfriend, we go...
Do you have siblings?
I'm the oldest of 4.
Okay.
So, like, we're all straight. Like, I can honestly say in 2023, like, there's nothing that I feel like could go wrong that I couldn't bounce back from. Like, I'm past all... I took all my L's. You feel me? Like, I took all my trauma, and it's like, at this point, like...
You happy?
Yeah, shit lit. Like,
Shit lit.
we travel the world, we looking at houses, and living life. Like, what else is there?
Right.
Now it's just kids to come.
And ring.
Ring.
Kevin told me ring. We were
Ring.
gonna...
Look, that's
I'm
what,
gonna-
Shut
what,
up,
shout out to Kev. What Kev
He's
say?
gonna
Kev,
roll
put some
over
in
in
his
his
grave,
grave
right.
if he find out I'm out here having babies with no ring. Absolutely not. We
What
were
Kev
standing
said?
on
Kev
that.
said ring first?
Yes, ring first. He said 2-year maximum to get it. That's another thing I've been like that. Like,
Well, he said 2 years maximum to
He
get
said
a
you
ring
should
to
give a man 2 years to propose. So I'm already at year 1, so I got 365, which is so scary when you really think
Might be
about it.
Christmas.
After me,
I would
yeah,
hate for it
2
to be
years.
Christmas. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Wow.
I want it to be its own thing.
Oh,
Like, that's like getting proposed on your birthday.
I don't think so. I think it's that if you're not expecting it. See,
That's
this
a
some
fact,
shit
that's
you're
a
not
fact.
expecting it, so it's gonna always
That's
be
a
dope.
fact. I would be
Yeah,
expecting it.
you
every
wouldn't
other
expect it.
time.
You be expecting you like, oh yeah, he might bust out in a couple days. You know what I'm saying?
No, I see what you're saying.
So it's just like it's just a spirit of the moment. I don't think it's no wrong time to propose to a woman. Yeah. Because it's something dope and it's something to remember. Like it's something like.
It's gonna be such a great moment. Make
Right.
sure I put it on all the blogs for everybody who's like, that 100 came in. Look like it worked out.
That's dope. That's
Sell
dope.
some product.
What about you? What's your mental state? What's your mental state?
I'm solid 8.5 right now. I feel good. I feel real good actually. Yeah, the weather's about to change.
But why is it an 8 and not a 10?
Just because of 10, I got some little other shit going on in my life where I can't just be at a 10. I feel good though, like I'm in a better space, but I ain't gonna say as far as the moment right now in this moment, yeah, 10 feels good, but just overall, just being transparent about it, 8.5. Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna be a 10 till tax day because they're gonna want me to pay again. But other than that, I'm straight.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm
Got a
straight.
little time. Got a little time. You know,
April 19th.
taxes.
May file an extension.
Okay, yeah, I'm about to say a little time.
May-
Enjoy
May
it.
file.
Take a trip before you go. So take a trip. Take a trip. Yeah, right now I'm at like an 8.2. I'm at an 8, not an 8.5, but just life. But other than that, always grateful to have people to come bless our platform and all that, and get good conversation, talk a little shit. You know what I'm saying? So when we be sitting here, it's always a 10 because it's like it's nothing to worry about.
Yeah,
Man. It's
it's
all
like it
about
feel
building your
good. We in the
brand. You know
moment.
what I'm saying?
See, I'm in my soft girl era, so every day is a 10.
Well, because you just relaxing.
100%.
So what's the soft girl era? Elaborate on that. What's that
soft
mean?
girl era is I'm 100% confident in my relationship. I just I literally just exist.
Are y'all in the same city?
No, we're here. I'm here right now.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, does he live? Like,
No, so we bounce back and forth still. He's got a spot in New York, and then I have a spot in Orlando, and then he's got a spot in LA. So we'll bounce around and do week on, week off. Because honestly, he's still in his grind phase. You know, men don't really kind of get to where they want to be until later in life. So I feel like it's important for him to be focused. If I'm in there, because I work from home, it's like I'm in his face all the time.
Right.
You feel me? Like, and that's just real shit.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all get a chance to miss each other too, huh?
Yeah, like if I had a job or I went to school, that'd be way different. But you got to think I'm literally sitting in the crib all day, all night. So you're not even getting a chance to come home and like decompress or anything because it's like, damn, I bitch here again. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and he, you know what I mean? He fighting the world and shit probably every damn day. Yeah. He don't need to come home and be like, damn, my girl's hungry. Yeah. Like, oh, damn, I haven't taken her outside. You know what I mean? Like, because he's going to want to do those things. Because he knows that I like to go into the city and like go to places I see on TikTok. So it's like, I don't want to add that because he got to stop what he's doing, take me somewhere, take the little photos. So I just let it rock. Like, okay. I be chilling. My family in Orlando, so I be with my siblings and shit.
Right, you be chilling. Yeah. Orlando dope too. Like y'all downtown is dope.
And I lived in Miami for 2 years, so I've pretty much gotten all the extra out. So I'm pretty chill now at this point.
How was that? I was living in Miami. I always tell people you have to have a big bag.
What you mean? I came home at 8 a.m.
every day.
What? It was living. I didn't know when the first was. That's one thing I will really say dating in Miami taught me that I can demand more. I feel like when I moved to Miami, I was in a 50-50 type of state. Like, I was okay with 50-50. And Miami, I never forget, I went out on a date with this guy, and he black trucked me. And I was like, I'm going to call Uber. And he was like, right now, he closed my phone. He was like, you were going to take a black truck from this day on to whenever the hell. Yeah. And I never went down from that because it was just like, this is the new standard. This is your bare minimum.
Black truck.
Black trucks only. But, you know, like, it was just a different standard of, like, you are a woman of stature, like, don't settle for nothing less. So I just stopped settling, like, because I felt like he was right. If he sees that in me, I need to be able to look in the mirror and see that. Like, sometimes I feel like men see potential in women that we can't see in ourselves. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times. So, like, when somebody else sees that in me, I start to see it, and I be like, you're right. Black trucks only.
You got to feel it, though, because a lot of niggas got game and just be saying, yo, you just,
But he was sending me home in black trucks.
Yeah, facts. He put you in it.
So now ain't no more regular, ain't no Uber.
Hell no.
No more Ubers.
He said, you sit in a black truck. Girls like you are in black trucks. I said, you're right. Black trucks.
Shout out to that nigga. He fucked the game up for you. God damn. So, man, all right. So, man, look, man, we had this shit called the icebreaker, right?
Icebreaker.
Icebreaker is, so if somebody would have took you to McDonald's on their first date, y'all would have been still talking?
Yeah. I eat french fries.
You eat french fries?
I don't really judge the food thing as like a determinator.
Okay.
Like, as a determining factor.
Yeah.
Like, and to be honest, it's 2023. I could look up contracts, networks. You could look up what somebody's making. So what do I care if you feed me McDonald's? Like,
so before you even go on that date, you already done looked up.
You do your research. You have mutuals. Like, you know what I'm not going out on a date with a man that could only afford McDonald's. So if you take me to McDonald's, that's just what you want to feed me today, and that's cool. I eat it. Like, yeah. You know what I mean? You're already dealing with a 5% pool. So I got to dig into that pool, what it is. Like, that's all we got. Like, well, like, not too many men making money. So once I'm in that pool and I'm dating, we got to break down characters, morals, all that great stuff. But
so that nigga, shout out to my boy Chad Johnson. He wasn't lying.
Yeah.
Chad Johnson said that. He took his wife, they went to McDonald's and they had a ball, he said. You know what I'm saying?
Because she already knew it was Chad Johnson. So
right.
What do you care? Like,
right.
People be thinking like that demanding that baseline number is like this, materialistic. No, you just want to know that person can continue the lifestyle that you may already have or whatever the case may be. You want to know that they're in a position to do that. Yeah. Who cares where you take me after that? We already in our little 5% pool. Like, we'll figure it out. Like,
right. So the baseline. I heard you say that a couple times. What you mean by that? Like,
this is $100K minimum, and really it's more than that. $100K ain't getting us too far in Florida now. It really needs to double to $200, unfortunately.
Yearly.
Damn.
It has to, bro. You know what a 1 bedroom is going for? Like 3 bands.
Yeah.
Like.
In Orlando.
Just in general, Florida as a whole, I feel like it's just more expensive. Like, it just is what it is.
Yeah.
So it's like.
They got shit here, depending on where you at. Them shit's like about 225, something like that, 1 bedroom.
Yeah, like.
22.
No, I mean, nigga, you get a 1 bedroom less than that, but she talking about like condo 1 bedroom.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like 25, 27.
Oh, like even FHA limits went up. Like, all these things are more expensive. So you asking a man to make more money, that's just because we can't afford to make that anymore. Like, that's dead. Yeah, right. Whether you were with me or not, you had to make more money to survive out here. Like, it'd be different if I was dating like outside of the South, but I live in the South, so that's just the standard.
So this is another icebreaker I had. Do women of your stature, like, you know, do they beg for penis or not?
Huh?
Do y'all beg for penis or not?
I'm under 30 with no kids. What I gotta beg for?
Okay.
Like,
No, I'm just saying, like, people that got the bag, like, you got the bag. So would you be on the phone like, yo, what's up? Are you gonna pull up and come over here or not?
why I gotta do that? I could post a picture on Instagram with a cute song and smile.
And niggas is in
as long as I don't talk back, I don't think I'm gonna have a problem.
Okay.
Like,
I mean,
like
yeah, no,
you feel me? Like, as long as I'm not a disagreeable woman at the end of the day, I don't feel like I'll ever have a problem finding high value, broke, whatever. Like, it's really on how I'm helping them have peace. Like, if I'm chilling, they're pretty much gonna be like, oh, okay, come over here. Like, you feel me? If you bring in a broke man peace and you're like, damn, I really need $3,000, I bet you he find it. Like, I bet you he find it.
Right.
Like, real shit. Like, he gonna find that money for you.
Right.
You make him happy.
She said, bring a broke nigga peace.
Nah,
that
peace,
that
peace
peace,
that's do a lot.
Though,
yeah, that
they
peace,
want.
you bring
Like,
a man peace, a man to do a lot.
Because you gotta think, like, back in the day, what was men doing? Fighting wars and shit? Like, going out and killing bears. And now they fighting demons, the world, social media, all this extra shit. So, as long as you come home to, like, some chill shit, you gonna do
Giving
it.
a nigga his space, letting him
Yeah,
breathe.
like, he gonna do whatever.
Yeah, when you
Like,
ask, it's nothing. Yeah.
I don't got none of them problems. If I'm like, baby, I want to go to Antarctica. Like, okay, when? I don't get told no, because I'm not causing any problems.
Antarctica, like.
Hold on, so you don't get told no at all?
I got told no to skydiving, because I have my skydiving license. He told me it would be a cold day in hell that he jump out of a plane strapped to a grown-ass man.
Yeah, I feel like that too. Me, bungee cord and all that shit.
He said he not getting strapped to a grown-ass man. I need to let that dream go. So then I tried the diving with the sharks. He told me also no. I was like, okay. He said he'd take a video of me doing it. I get told no on, like, the crazy shit that I'd be wanting to do.
Yeah, that's skydiving. What that shit. Wow.
Have you done it?
Nah,
I wouldn't do it.
Like, yo,
I jumped by myself. I got my
just feel
license.
like-
Congratulations.
You got your license. What do
Yeah.
you mean? Oh, so like you could...
I got my A license. I'm working on my B license to jump in groups.
Oh, wow.
Oh, shout out to you, man. You like you dangerous.
It's that type of shit. I just feel like certain shit are gonna take you into shock or have
I'm
you
not
like,
listening.
I
listen.
Shock? What are you in shock
some-
of?
No, I'm just you don't know how. I'm cool on that.
Yo, I'm so
That ain't
not
for me.
shit. I'd be like, right before I jump, I'll be like, well, guess I'll just kill myself since you don't want to talk to me. And I click it, and then I'll go up. He'd be panicking. Because it'd be like 30, 40 minutes before I come back down. So you got to think he not there to watch me. I'm just clicking the phone, and then I'm jumping out of a plane.
Oh, you be on bullshit.
I just want to make sure he loved me.
You petty as shit, bro.
Bro, I've taken it further, too. That's the worst part. Like, one time, because, you know, he from Canarsie. He from, like, the trenches. And he's a real street guy, he liked to tell me. And I don't know nothing about that, because I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I ain't never seen
When
shit.
you using words like dolly, he done been around something.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen nothing. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't know what EBT was till, like, senior year of high school. Like, isolated from everything. I won't lie to you.
Right.
But fucking, I was like, you know what? I'm bored. So you know how you do the Google and you could do this is a collect call from Orange County Corrections.
Oh, you could do that?
Yeah. You could do fake jail call.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, so I was like,
Learn something new today. I didn't know you could do the fake jail call.
What?
Niggas probably got me a couple times. Hey, yo, big. I need you. I'm fucked up, man. Send that to my people on what's your name.
Yo, I called him from Text Now, acting like I had gotten locked for shooting somebody. I kept saying, I was in fear of my life. He's like, what are your fucking charges? And I didn't know what charges to say, so I just kept saying, I was like, I was in fear of my life. Like, what? He was like, stop talking. Don't talk on the fucking phone. And all I hear is like the clicking. I'm like, what you doing over there? He's like, I'm calling my bondsman. I'm like, oh, you gonna bond me? I was like, but my bond, $50,000. He was like, okay. And I was like, but we're still going to Finland, right? He was like, no. I was like, you gonna bond me but not take me to Finland? He was like, your freedom's more important. I was like, damn, you making me pick freedom or a vacation? I was like, I'm gonna call my dad. My dad will get me out of here. You're mad as hell. Like,
yo, that's crazy.
He's spazzing on me like, you shouldn't be.
Look, spazzing on you. Look, them is not Florida words. Shout out to my boy. He got you said spazzing, dolly.
You really feeling them too when they start using your lingo.
Yeah.
His lingo be like, I will black on you or I'll violate you.
Yeah, that's New York. That's New York. Yeah, that's New York all the way.
Well, my lingo is like, you doing some green ass shit talking about we can't go on vacation because I'm in jail. What's that got to do with anything?
So what's green ass? What's green? What green?
Green is like you moving funny, like you moving like sneaky, like you doing some funny shit.
Right.
Like, and if you come on now, you gonna pay my bond, but you telling me we not gonna go on vacation? What?
Because you got to get you out. You just said 50,000, baby. You got to get you out.
So we can't do both.
Look, you put a nigga in. You tough. You put a nigga in a fucked up. Do I leave her in jail or do I worry about us getting to Finland? God damn.
I just wanted to see. Like, I was just bored. That's the type of petty ass shit that I'm doing.
That's petty.
Shit.
That's some petty shit.
He was not playing with me the rest of the night. Like,
that was that one. Yo, I'll violate you. Stop playing with me. I will black on you.
Yes.
Keep playing these games.
And I'm just on some like, but if I was in jail, you'd come get me. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad to know.
That's all it should have been. So you should have been like, yo, babe, I'm sorry. I was just playing.
No, I hung up and left it for a couple minutes. Then I called from my phone like, I'm not in jail.
Right. Oh, you just talk with him. That's hard. That's hard. So worst relationship ever, man. Elaborate on it. Worst relationship.
Bro, I got two versions. I got the broke one.
Okay.
He was just horrible because he was just miserable because he was so poor, and I'm just like you need to do something.
You couldn't uplift him?
Yeah, you know what's crazy? He kept asking me to. He's like, you're not uplifting and teaching me. We could be so much more. And I'm like, what you want me to do?
Where was he from?
He was from Queens, but he grew up in Florida. You know them fake New York men that moved from New York when they were 2?
Yeah.
It was one of those, and I should have known from that.
He had no hustle in him?
Nothing. He had nothing. Like, he just liked to dance. That was like his thing. I'll never forget.
I just want to rock.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy because
I just want to rock.
That's how he got me. He scammed me. He was dancing and fucking bum ass dancing. That's all he could do, bro. It's all he could do.
Fucking bum ass dancing.
Bro. And he talking about I need to teach him. I'm like, teach you what? He was like, what you do? I'm like, I can't teach you. You like 30. What you want me to do?
Nah, you didn't want to give him the sauce? Like,
there was no sauce to give. He didn't even have a nugget. So what he dipping in sauce?
So how long y'all was together for?
2 months. I put all his stuff in storage and left the country. He was homeless after
that. Shit.
What?
Then left him homeless?
I was like, yeah.
You put this shit in storage, though. You a good person.
Yeah, I put his stuff in storage. I gave the key to his mother. Because I know he ain't have shit. So I gave the key to his mother. His mom's like, where you going? I was like, oh, I'll be back. I dipped. I went to Bali for 2.5 months. I left the country with it. He was homeless that whole time. By the time I came back, he was crying like, I'm homeless.
Son
Legend has it today, in 2023, he's still dancing, though.
I just want to rock.
He's still dancing. Like, he on social media right now.
Legend has it. He's still rocking. Still rocking.
And then the second one was with a guy that had bread, but he wanted to be me instead of be with me. Like, he wanted me to take the pictures of him. He wanted me to take the TikToks of him. Like, he wanted to be, like, famous.
Was he an influencer or was he?
No.
Was he a dancer?
No.
So why was he? What is he taking these pictures for?
He was just corny with bread. Like, but you know, like, money don't uncorn you.
Yeah,
so then he gets me and I'm starting to grow. You got to think I'm just now, like, really starting to blow. And I think he thought my bread was capped. Right. To this day, I think that when he was watching and seeing, he didn't think I really made that. And then when he got with me, he was like, this bitch bread don't stop. Yeah. Like, she not slowing down.
Damn.
Like, so he was just, like, corny. Like, he was just always saying he was depressed and fighting demons. And I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I'm not the type of woman that can, like, hold you, like, therapy. Like, I'm not a therapist. You feel me? Like, I need a man. That's why I went and got me a New York man. Like, I don't know what to do with you. Like, you crying, and I'm sitting here like, I didn't know what to do. And I kept telling him, I'm like, I think you should get, like, a real therapist. Like, you should see somebody.
Where your parents from?
My mom is from Cherry Hill, New Jersey, and my dad is from Bluefield, West Virginia.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He was just, like, I don't know. He was fighting demons, though, and I couldn't fight them with him. So I had to go, too. He didn't want to let me leave either. He took all my stuff. And I'll never forget my homegirl actually here. I was like, you think I should just say F the shit? And she was like, yeah, just rebuy it. I left everything and rebought it.
I just want to rock.
You sometimes, like, when you really got money, like, I feel like sometimes you forget.
Right.
Does that make sense? Like, I forgot, like, okay, you really got the money to just replace all this shit and, like, keep it pushing. And I just got a place next day, bought all new stuff. Moved on. I had worn all that stuff anyway. So
what got you in this space, in this bag, to get this money to live like this and do all that?
The same dumbass shit, bad relationships.
Yeah. Right. So tell us about that one when you moved out your dad's house. Run that back.
So I was 20 when he met me. He was 24.
Right.
He convinced me to move out at 21. Like, oh, like the moon, the stars, I'm gonna pay the rent. I'm like, okay, da-da-da-da. This is my first real relationship with a guy that got a car, his own place, period. Looking back, he blew all his money, and that's why he wanted me to put the place in his name. He had gotten evicted. So I put the place in my name, and like 2 days in, like he just moving weird. Like you got to think I've never been in a situation where I open the fridge and there's not food my whole life, period. So I'm now living in a home where there's nothing in the fridge, and I'm like, you gonna go get the groceries? And I'm just looking to him like, you have to buy stuff. Like, when are you gonna buy stuff? Like, you have to take care of things. So that's my whole life. You got to think at this point. Like, I don't know nothing else. And when he didn't, I started to panic. So I'm like, all right, I got 1 month free rent. You not helping me. I don't want to call my dad because he told me not to do this. I need to figure it the fuck out. So I started selling other people's products. Made the rent money June 2nd. But I was still broke. You got to think I barely made the rent money. So I was still broke. I got a credit card for 5 bands. And I just, again, I feared that eviction more than anything else because my dad told me I was going to get evicted. Yeah. So I dumped it into Facebook ads on a fishing pole pen and then the makeup, but the makeup like took off. Yeah. It was like that 5 bands made like $89,000 in 2016. Then from the $89,000, I jumped to like $256,000. By $256,000, I'm seeing this in the bank account. I gave my dad 22 bands, bought him a car to kind of like ease the fact that I got myself in some shit. Because I felt like, looking back, I think he could tell like shit was bad because I was getting beat up a lot with the situation. So you could see I was mad underweight. You could see like the bruises, but I wasn't playing. I just kept on like, I'm fine. I'm gonna get myself out of this. Yeah. And it's crazy because my friends were panicking at this time.
That was an abusive relationship with
that? Yeah, it turned violent. Because you got to think, money. I always tell people be like, money is everything and money. But money can really turn people on you bad. Yeah. Like, when money's not right, people, they turn. Like, it's just, they're stressed, like, looking back. But I was just like, nah, I got myself in this. I'm going to get myself out. I was one of those, like, you made your bed, you lay in it. So one of the times he had put a gun on me.
Damn, that's not funny. That's crazy.
Yeah, but you know what's so crazy? At this point, at 21, you got to think I came from Wing House. I got a man that introduced me to that money exists on the internet. So he felt like he made me. And I'm still so brainwashed that it was like, damn, you did make me. Like, I'm at this point in my life, you did make me. And now you pulling a gun on me. I'm sitting here like, well, you brought me in this world. Take me out.
Yo,
and plus, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, it was
you still was fearing going back home to dad.
I was like, yo, like I got 2 choices. Either this man gonna shoot me, or I gotta call my dad. My dad gonna be mad. Right. He told me. Bro, like, and that's how you know, like, girls that come from a good family, you fear
your dad.
Your dad more than anything on this earth. Like, you don't want to disappoint. You don't want to get yourself in anything. So I was like, fuck it. He didn't pull the trigger. So I was like, well, it's my opportunity. Grabbed my cat, left my shit, slid. So he flooded the whole place, which caused like an $18,000 eviction. The unit below us got flooded, and he left.
Oh, he did the flood.
Yeah, he flooded it to make me come back. So I waited until like he was out and they were like sucking the water out. Came back to Orlando and revamped. It took me 5 weeks to make $121,000 after the eviction. Got a new spot and kept it pushing. Like, of course he tried to come back and stuff, but at this point, like, he had cheated, he's beaten. I was just on some, like, you ain't got nothing and I got everything now. Like, and I did some foul shit, I won't even lie to you. So all his stuff was in storage and he didn't have no money to pay the storage unit. So I was like, oh, I'll pay your storage. I love you. Da-da-da-da-da. Just add me to it because, you know, you got to legally add somebody. Oh, ain't shit. I got another man to come with me, emptied that bitch out, sold everything. Never looked back.
Yo, and take a
He
sip.
looking for you with the flashlight in the daytime.
Bro, you got to think, I'm not going to lie to you, like, after that eviction.
Have y'all ever bumped into each other after that?
No, he hasn't seen me since 2017. Like, and if you watching this, I apologize, but you deserved it. But
you know, like, he had smoke for you.
Yeah, he ready to bump into you.
He probably
like that. I was the first nigga with the products. Yeah, I was the first nigga. I made her. He probably, I know he's sitting at home saying that every time he see you, like, yo, that used to be my joy right there.
He's like, man, you ain't had her, nigga. Nah.
And I know for a fact, like, that's gotta hurt. Like, especially you gotta think I bought titties, I got my teeth, I'm going to the gym, I'm lit. Like,
I'm lit.
Like, you feel me? And I got bread. Like, so I know for a fact today that man he's probably proud deep inside, but at the same time he like, that little bitch. But he had me. Like, looking back, he had me like 10 toes down. The same way my relationship is now, like 10 toes down. It's just, I feel like that's that Scorpio and that masculine energy that comes out is like, once you burn me, I'm gonna burn the whole world. Like that's just.
But at
what
the same
it is.
time, that the situation you had to go through brought you. It took you to see that to jump and get in your bag like that. If you was still where he was
I
taking
took
care of you,
everything.
Yeah, but I'm saying he was still taking care of you and doing
What's your
everything.
birthday?
His birthday was
Yours.
November 8th.
Oh, I'm the 21st.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But, I don't know.
Yeah, when you ruffle our feathers a little bit, we go.
Bro,
we go
what? I
disrespectful.
burnt the whole. I won't even lie to you. And you know what's so childish about it? After the eviction, I started running Facebook ads. The title said, "How I made $1.2 million after he cheated on me. How I made $1.2 million after he got me evicted." And he was just seeing it. Because we were blocked. So I was like, I got something for your ass. The video was getting 27 million views, 57 million views. I'm everywhere on Facebook. Can't escape me. I ain't give not one fuck.
See, so in a sense, it's like, dang, it was fucked up, but he still piped you up though, because it put that bell in
Villain
your
origin
back, like,
story.
yeah.
I always tell people I just have a villain origin story. That's just what it is. Like,
It's like it's a fucked up situation, but shit, at the end of the day, you shine. You are.
yeah, I
Keep
came back
looking up.
around. We came back to our soft life, that less traumatized. It just took a little bit. It definitely took time. That's what a lot of people don't talk about. Is like when you deal with that stuff, you get so defensive and so survival mode that it takes years to break out of it. Like years. So
you wasn't dating or dealing with niggas. You was like, oh fuck that. I'm on my.
I was on 10. I was on top of the world, and then I
How
found
did
out
conversation go with your dad?
after the eviction.
Yeah, and you had to talk to him. Like, was it a?
Bruh.
I told you.
No, it was I'm gonna cry and beg for forgiveness.
Oh.
Cause I knew better. Looking back, he was right, and it's crazy. Every time now, like ever since then, if my dad tell me not to do something, I don't question it. Like when I hit my first million, I was ready to go grab a lamb truck. No, you're not ready.
Yeah.
So I didn't get it. I didn't get my first 6-figure car, which still wasn't even a Bentley or a Lambo. It was a GT63, which because I could use Mercedes financial services and shit like that, and he told me to lease it because I wasn't ready to not scrape the rims.
Yeah.
And guess what happened 6 months into that car?
Scrape the rims.
Scrape the rims. If that had been a Lamb, it would have been like 4 bands. Because
Right.
he was right. I wasn't ready. Now at 28, like I'm ready for those types of cars, and I have a house and things like that. But 24, 25, I wasn't ready. He was again right.
Yeah.
Like
That's fire.
so I just
Listen to your fathers. Listen to your fathers.
So is it like it's boys and girls with y'all, with the siblings? Mm-hmm. Okay.
2 girls, 2 boys.
Oh, okay. That's a fact.
So y'all all close.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Dad run the house, huh? Dad got the.
Pretty much. I mean, we all.
He run the kingdom. He the kingdom.
Hey,
He the
man.
king.
Him and your mom still together?
No. So they actually divorced when I was like 18.
Oh.
So, but we all live like 10 minutes from each other, so it's not chill.
But they cool though.
Yeah, everybody's like chill and cordial.
And everybody went with pops.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, pops and man. Respect.
Every arrow with my daddy.
Everybody
Yeah, I
with
heard
that.
you.
Because he got our back. So it just be, and like, we like the PJs, you feel me?
Yeah.
You like the PJ.
We like Thanksgiving in
Right.
St. Thomas.
Y'all like John Travolta kids. Y'all don't know what it is to fly commercial, huh?
As a kid, no. That's what's crazy about it. As a kid, no. Like, we flew commercial to, like, Vegas and stuff, but, like, islands and things like that, like, no, we flew private. I won't even lie to you.
Wow.
Yeah, if
that's
he
crazy.
buying the random shit, he for shit show. Shout out to pops, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's how I knew I wasn't really making no money.
Mr. Hurt, that's his last name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
shout out
that's,
to
Why you say that? You said you realized you weren't making no money. Why? Because of what?
you know how them charter jets be?
Yeah, facts. That's
'Cause not them empty legs we be seeing on Instagram. I'm talking the whole
You
jet.
talking about the DJ Khaled with the bed?
Yeah,
and all
I'm
that shit,
talking the
right?
whole
Shout out to
jet,
Khaled.
like,
Khaled
in
give you-
both ways.
Khaled give you motivation. That nigga had a whole king size bed on the joint.
facts.
I'm talking about a living
like-
room and all that. Them real PJs.
And people be taking them like one way and shit. Like, no, I'm talking round trip. The pilots stay at the cribs that you stay at, whether it's Ritz Carlton or whatever the case may be. So
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fire.
That's lit. That's lit. So tell me some shit that you like that you feel like you took from the Kim Samuel interview that you had. Like, tell me some stuff that you took from
retaining a relationship. I know I said that on Fresh and Fit and everybody says it, but retaining and longevity, like really just doing things to help retain my relationship and making sure that we like each other as a person. You know what I mean? And we share the same interests. We like to do the same things.
Right.
That's super, super important because I did try to travel with a guy once and we didn't share the same interests. Like, them people that just want to smoke hookah and drink the whole trip
Right.
versus the people that want to do the excursion at 5 a.m. Those are 2 different types of travelers.
Right.
You feel me? So just making sure that we like the same things and, I'm making sure that I help him in any way, shape, or form because what else am I there for but to try to help, you know what I mean, in the ways that he needs me to help,
Right.
making his life easier.
That's
So do you ask a lot of questions?
To him?
Yeah, like to just whomever you.
I don't have questions because everything's like in front of me. Like, you ask questions when you're unsure of something.
Yeah.
I'm not unsure of anything.
Okay. But I'm saying when you're getting to know somebody, you don't really.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, we in our dating phase. I want to ask
dating?
you.
No, we got to ask that at the first date.
The first date? Okay,
yeah.
ask these questions.
Right on the line, right.
What's the most you ever spent on a woman? Where have you traveled to? Would you climb a mountain? Have you ever skydived?
No.
Do you believe in marriage? How many kids do you want?
How many kids do you have? Right.
Yeah, like how many kids do you have? Like,
are you against that dating a man with kids?
Yeah, I ain't got no kids.
Oh, so you couldn't do that? Sign up for that?
For what?
No, I ain't mad at you.
If I had kids, I'd have to, but I don't got no kids, so I ain't gotta settle. Yeah. I'm the cream of the crop, so I'm fine.
I
ain't going. Nope, I'm not watching Little Charles.
I'm not watching James while you go run the street. You
feel me? Like,
I'm not about to be arguing with Keisha about what's the name.
I know
Junior
how I would be if I had a child with somebody, so I just don't want them type of problems. Like, I feel like I would just burn.
So you wouldn't date a man with kids at all?
Nah. There's too many men out here without kids. Why can't I talk to them?
I'm just saying, what if y'all like? So what if you and like how you and Buddy is right now? Somebody just come out his past and be like, oh, he got a son or something. Would you be?
If a magical baby fell out the sky?
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. I gotta go.
With the sip though. Son.
I love you though. I do. Like it'll be that one of those. Like I do love you, and if you love something, you let it go.
Nah, son.
You gotta go.
She
with
said,
your kid. You need to focus on your kid. Get to know him. Get to know your son. I gotta go.
Sayonara. Feliz Navidad.
I ain't got time. You hear what Kevin say? You hit 35, you're leftover. I got to go. I got to go. Aggressively, like, got to go.
Damn. Shout out to my nigga Kev, because he had that shit too, though. You are? Like, he was definitely saying some shit.
How would Kev feel if I was going out here and dating men with children?
So what did Kev rate you? Because he used to give people their ratings. What was your rating?
Oh, it was an 8.
8?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, you was good on Kev's scale.
Yeah. He even said he'd sleep with me, which was really weird.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, Kev like that, though. Kev is like that.
Yeah. My boy. That's how he went out.
Yeah, Kev definitely is like that.
Shout out to Kev.
He don't talking shit, but Kev, he a man.
That's dope.
He see you got that, but he like, oh, yeah, you an 8. I could definitely, because Kev was on his shit, man.
That's hard.
Couldn't retain a Kev, but I could get him through the door, I guess. A win is a win.
A win is a win. Like, a win is a win.
If Kevin Samuels thinks you're cute, you've won. Like, let's just
if he
like.
rate you an 8, you won.
Yeah.
Cause that nigga was a hard.
I think it was tough. I think it was tough.
Hey,
he was dope though. What was so dope about him? He gave you like he was real. He gave you real spill. Like he gave you authentic. Like this is what's going on. Like,
from his perspective.
Like, like stop letting your homegirls hype you up. Like. That ain't the outfit you supposed to wear tonight, baby. You supposed to put that on, you know, shit like that.
Real shit. And plus, like, he never said I couldn't get $1 million man. He just had this thing in his head that I would have to share him. He was very adamant. All the things I wanted, I could have, but I was gonna have to like share him with all these people, and I'm just in there like.
Do you believe that?
That's what I was definitely. But do you think you don't have to share?
Bro.
She said, hit your drink again. Hit the drink. Hit the drink.
Share. Yeah. I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6 at the end of the day. You feel me? Yo. Like. And it's stand your ground. And I don't know that woman. In fact, it was dark. I don't even know my man. That was an intruder.
Yo, you tough. Yeah.
That's crazy. I would hate for his mom to have to bury him, too. That's so sad. I would cry, though, at the funeral like I ain't do it. Like, this is so sad. I hate
what
that
is this?
This
is one of them Tyler Perry movies. What's that
shit
called?
Son, How to Get Away with Murder.
How to Get Away.
Like, really, and he always, like...
You never been cheated on?
I have, and I left.
Oh.
But, again, like... Cheating is a rich man's sport. Let's just be real.
So that's what we're saying. So $1 million man, who you?
What am I gonna do with $1 million?
No, respectfully, heard you.
Like okay, really, like $1 million to deal with cheating is a low ball number.
Yeah, I'm saying okay, millions. Okay,
we'll go. So
750. That's lower. I thought you were talking about 750 million.
Yeah.
I may, like, I can't see. I'm blind. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I may be blind at 750 million, but I'm just saying, like.
No, millions. Okay, I get you.
Multi still not.
Yeah. So where you ain't accepting anything from multi-million. So
what's multi? Like 2?
So 100. So we 100. Nah. That's
5 to 10.
Okay, from the.
I'm in 5 to 10.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. Versus,
that's what I'm saying.
Nah, I'm talking 20, 30, 20 and 20
net
millions. 20,
net.
Yes, 20, you know, that network really.
Do I have kids and a ring?
No kids. No. Well, no kids. Right, just saying. No,
do I have a ring?
Let's go off Kevin shit, right? So you meet a man.
Yeah, so I'm married and I've already got a child. So let's just do some math. Half of your empire, I'm going to take away that. And I'm going to get some child support. And, I'm really sad. I need alimony, too.
Oh, so you saw
and I guess the pool boy will have
marriage,
to do.
You speaking in marriage where you won't deal with that. That's what I'm saying, just as far as like.
So you want to sign a prenup with a nigga that have more money than you?
Why we gotta sign prenups?
You just said, you heard the shit that you just said?
Just hear me out. Just hear me out.
You this nigga on bullshit. I'm getting half. I want alimony. You trying to take everything.
I was pro prenup until I really sat back and said, like, and really think about this. Like, say you're a $750 million man, right, and I stop my career 100%. I'm 100% pouring into your cup, your career, our kids, our life for 10 plus years. You as a man should want me to be good.
Yeah, fact.
Like, in some way. I'm not saying half, but you should want me to be good.
Okay, so it's a thing of being good and it's a thing of being greedy.
I mean, greedy is half really greedy. Like,
it's half really greedy? Yeah, you weren't with me shooting in the gym?
I poured into you.
Yeah, no, because it's still...
Think about it. If you were an entrepreneur, you're dead broke, and I'm working 3 jobs to make sure that your little dream works.
Damn, why have little?
You can't say little
dream. You can't say little dream.
Nah, he's 750 years.
Thank you.
Yeah, 5-10 years later.
That little dream ain't little, but it's still that dream.
10 years later.
It was little dream to you, but that dream, that key word was that dream.
I worked 3 jobs to support it.
And but you ain't doing that, though.
But and you always thought it was that little dream.
You said, see, look, that's what I'm saying. That's the bullshit.
I just feel like...
First of all, this nigga ain't about to be... Look, I'm glad we having this conversation because you just sat here and told us you only giving a nigga 24 months. And then 24 months, he can't even do nothing with you but go to
he's
Montego
progressing.
Bay. He's progressing, but all he can get is a Montego Bay trip. So you really ain't really fucking with this nigga. You probably doing
Costa Rica.
You probably on your, what's that girl name that Dwayne Wade fuck with?
Costa Rica. Gabby?
She probably on her Gabrielle Union shit, like got a whole nother nigga. Because you heard what Gabrielle Union said. When a nigga get broke, you gonna get a nigga with more money.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I was about to say, wait, she got another nigga?
No. It's not even that.
Like, Dwayne got too much paper. So
you gotta be progressing. You can't be dead broke doing nothing for 24 months. In those 24 months, you have to show some type of progression. And if I, for 10 years straight, do nothing but pour into you and work to make sure that your dreams carry us to the top, yes, I want half.
But you're not doing that because...
I don't have to because I'm already up. But if I was dead broke and Susie Homemaker taking care of your mom, your kids, and making sure I'm working all these jobs so that you can invest into your dreams.
You already up and you come and do that. That's different. But you still don't deserve the half. Not half.
Let me tell you something about childbirth. You know women die in that, right?
Yeah, fact.
So if I risk my life to give you legacy...
every time a nigga shoot a nut, a blood drop from his heart, too, right?
But I'm saying, like, I risk my life.
Every time he shoot that nut.
My life to give you legacy, to give you a son, to carry your name into this world.
Well, how you know it's going to be a son? It could be a little girl.
Because I only give birth to real niggas.
Yo, nah.
Stop hating around my son. Hey, yo, son, take her somewhere else, son. Hey, yo, take her somewhere because I only give birth to real niggas.
Where that nigga? We should have brought that nigga tonight.
You say sneakers and all that. You're not from Orlando no more. You're from Canarsie Project.
She said, yo, I only give birth to real niggas.
Like, she ain't gonna give this nigga no girl. You don't know what you gonna give him.
I'm gonna give him a real nigga like he is. I got him.
You. Shout out to you. Yeah, shout out to what's his name?
On point like OP.
On point like OP.
Yeah.
Okay.
But really think, like, I'm risking my life to give you legacy. So at least if I'm doing that, you're giving me some type of commitment, meaning a marriage.
I'm giving you security.
Exactly.
There's not no limit on my security, though. As long as you're secure, you're not telling me you need half.
You're right. There is no limit. So you should give me all of it.
Nah.
Wow.
Stop it. Heard you.
She's deep.
Now you
need all of it. But no, like, I just feel like if I put my life on hold for 5-10 years and like pour and do absolutely nothing, you got to think you're sending me out into the world with no experience, no job, it's gonna be hard for me to get back.
But at the same time, that putting your life on hold is a choice by you too, because you can still maintain them.
If you told me to do it,
but you can still work from home.
Why he telling you to do it though?
Like how you do, you can work from home and still maintain that for 10 years.
In 2023, what was they doing in the 80s? Let's go back to traditional.
No, see,
all this millennial relationship is exactly why you guys think this should be 50-50. Talking about I could work from home.
I don't think
I'm baking cookies, taking the kids to school.
I feel like 50-50 is based off me, honestly. With 50-50 is based off the relationship and the understanding with the person. Like the 50-50 thing, I don't get on and say, oh, you're supposed to do this. It's all about the understanding of what y'all got going on when it comes to the 50-50. Because if that works for you and what you got going on, then so be it. You do what you do.
You're right, because I live a 70-30 life, so let me sit this one out.
Oh, 70-30 on.
I'm the 30.
30.
Yeah, I got cookies.
Respectfully.
I bake cookies.
See, I heard you when you said when we had a conversation, you're like, I put my knee pads
on. Yeah.
I'm like, she don't give a fuck about none of the other shit.
You got motherfucking 24
so you ain't
getting
getting your Michelle Obama.
Reverse.
You ain't
No.
None of that.
No, absolutely not. Like, I stand behind my man. I make my TikToks. If my TikToks make $10 million,
so
that ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Okay, but see,
you won't get. So he'll get a portion of that. I'm about to start Kevin Federline. This
so
shit.
what if he has sexual needs to where it's like, okay, yo, I'm handling this 70-30 we doing, but I want to.
He got sexual needs for what?
I'm saying like, yo, I want to experience to do a little something else, like yo, bring somebody in or any of that. You're not with none of that.
We're here. She can hear for a good time, not a long time.
Okay,
that's
no,
quiet.
That's what I'm saying. So
it's
that's
quiet.
okay. See, no, that's all I'm asking. Like,
you'll let her come for a good time.
Yeah.
I pick her, and she got to go home in an Uber X. We're not black trucking.
Yeah, no black
hoes.
trucking.
She a hoe. She an add-on, a side, a biscuit.
Yo, nah.
She ain't the full course.
The entrees come with that.
She not an entree. She's a biscuit.
I said entrees come with sides.
I'm the entree, nigga. She the biscuit.
She's still a part of that meal.
You know when you go to Red Lobster and you ask for extra biscuits? That's what we're doing.
Now
in
you
this
don't gotta
situation.
ask. They bring them shits.
Not all the time. But no, like
you don't gotta ask. They
bringing your shit. Your shit.
So you are open. So like you said, it is a rich nigga sport. So you are open to having other females and shit.
We are open to having a good time, not other females. You and this Utah and women living with us and 10 wives. No,
I ain't say that. I'm just saying, but we in Bali, you see a little joint
yeah,
walking
like
by.
us going to Amsterdam or DR for a weekend. And we leave her
DR,
there.
y'all definitely deuces something.
Yeah, like we leaving her there in that country to never be seen again, and we will come right back.
They make their way over here.
That ain't my problem. She can go find us.
She's like, yo, that's you viral.
We in Ecuador by then.
So when you get married, would you be comfortable with that? If you married
with a good time, there's a big difference. Comfortable with a good time.
When you married, now I'm saying like I see y'all not married, y'all doing this, but
we can have a good time, married, unmarried, but that's a good time. Good times end. Good time, not a long time. I'm long time.
Right.
Good time. There's a difference. Good times end.
Good time.
Yeah, like good time.
Good time.
What? Like, and like
have good time.
We have of course like rules and shit like that. Like nobody in the United States gotta go out of here to go find that. But
also, so when you leave the country, it's a good time
if we find it.
That's what we call it. So when you leave the country, you call it in the word of my dog.
If we see a good time, it's a good time.
That's lit.
That's lit. That's what happens.
So what if y'all got married and he got a divorce and he took you for half because you got just as much as he got?
He a bitch. I'm gonna call him that too in court. You a bitch. I thought you were a real man.
Yo,
this nigga is tough.
Nah.
Is she gonna go viral in the courtroom?
100%.
You's a bitch.
You a bitch. You sassy man. You want my money? Sassy. You sassy bitch.
So you don't believe it?
But why you want his money?
She want to make all the money and
I don't want it. To be honest with you, like if we
you don't want it, but you just know that I could get it, so I'm gonna get it.
If I ain't have shit, I would want it. If I ain't have shit, I would want it. But
so
like,
you ain't never going to court then. We ain't doing the court shit.
I guess you gonna duck. I hope he can duck because we gonna have to spin. Like that's just what it is. We just gonna.
You gotta stop hanging
out. Yo, you need a rap song, son.
Yeah, she gonna can duck. We gonna have to spin.
We go to the
studio. The
shoulder to head shit. Though. She like, yo,
I see you do all the New York movements, all the the Dust Up movements, all the Sun City nigga movements. All she needs is a do rag and a camera coat. That's it. Sun City.
Yeah,
look. My son got you two. Hey, yo, son, stop taking her up there every week, man. Stop taking her to New York, son.
Like,
good. He got you around some shit though. He got you around seeing.
I fuck with my son. He'll turn you.
Just like
that's why you like it.
Hey, New York niggas we might be the illest niggas, man. Look, he'll turn you to.
Hey man, he told me if I cheat, I hope you could duck. So I keep that. When people try to talk to me like in clubs and stuff, I dead ask them. I'm like, can you duck? Like, you really want to do this? Like,
it's a meme like that. Like, he think my nigga was like that.
Yeah, like,
shit just
leave me alone.
We just post that. Niggas just tender about their joint.
Yeah, like, I really be telling people that when they're, like, aggressive in public, I'm like, bro, you don't want these problems. Just walk away, bro. Like, because if you keep pressing it, somebody gonna peep, and I can't save you. Like, and I'm not gonna save you. Just walk away. Like, there's 100 girls in here. You want the one that has problems attached to her? Like, why? Why?
Leave that shit alone.
You feel me? Like, there's a girl over there that'll fuck you for an eighth, but you worried about the girl that got problems.
She
Not
said
the 350.
Yeah, this bitch out here fucking for that 3.5 though.
Niggas say, yo, let me get that KD, you heard?
You know why though? Because niggas are so they get off on that whole fucking somebody else's bitch. Like people.
Oh no, that's facts.
It's like that's why when people are like,
how you feel about that? How you feel? You said,
bro, like when we started dating, I felt like
women get off on that shit too, don't?
Exactly, but
Yeah,
it's crazy because
women
when we
love to do
started
that.
dating and it started to like really get on social media, way more A-list rappers watch my story, come on the lives, DM me. And people would ask me how I felt about that. I'm like, bro, they don't want me. They want to be able to say they fucked me because I'm with him.
Yeah.
right.
Like, and he really like outside, so I can't, like, they don't give a shit about me. I could be the baddest girl in the world. They only want me because I'm with somebody.
Yeah.
Like, that's just what it is. So
Yeah, I gotta what's the name about that? Like, nigga, we know each other. You my man and all that. You is not supposed to be out my shorty, or it's lit for you.
Yeah.
I feel like way. Like one of my niggas or a nigga that hung around me, like I ain't with all that. If I leave the world, you talking about you been trying to take care of Natalie, nigga. My homeboys know if I leave this bitch and Mel go to fucking with a nigga that's been around me, spin the block on him. That mean he been waiting for me to get out of the situation.
not even waiting.
Yeah,
but
you
that's
know
real
it. That's
shit,
real
though.
shit.
Like,
Like, yeah, none of your niggas, all he supposed to do is go over there and make sure Natalie's straight. He ain't supposed to be trying to spin the block, taking Mel on dates and all that.
Yeah, no,
spin the
that
block on him, man.
Yeah, that shit
It's
fire.
lit for
That's
him.
what
Don't
I
let him,
mean, so,
don't let him get none of that.
Like, that's just what comes with it, too. Everybody's on this, like, thug thing. I'm like, it's really a respect thing. Like,
Right.
it's just
Yeah,
respect.
It's
So,
right.
like,
And then niggas making, oh, y'all beefing about the, no, nigga, this is a girl I love. Like, stop playing with me, nigga. Y'all
and they
niggas,
knew before they ever entered that picture, like, they knew, like, this is the one, like, stay away from.
Right.
Yeah.
And people play because they think it's like, oh, I'm going to disrespect that nigga type shit. They're not doing it because they give a shit about the girl. They try and be disrespectful. Like, you feel me? So I
That's
just
how niggas get
keep
smoked.
my head down. Ain't got nothing to do with me.
What you
That's
say? I
how
hope,
they get their ass
what
smoked.
you say? I hope you can duck. I hope you can
Facts. Like,
It's
because
better to duck.
he going to spin about me. Like,
duck. Right. Look at that. That's crazy.
Man,
What
they
was-
spinning. They got a whole dance and everything about that spinning. Like, spinning.
So what's one of your humblest moments, man?
humblingest moments, like relationship-wise or just in general?
You could do both. We got enough
When
time.
I lost my kid. That's when, like, life really hit me. Because that was my first time ever being pregnant.
Right.
Like, ever, like, you know, we all, like, I think I'm pregnant. But that was,
so it's multiple.
no, that's it. That's
Yeah.
all I got.
First only.
First and only. Like, but you know what's crazy? But you as a woman, at least, like, you'll be like, I think I'm pregnant, or like, you get them scares. But like, you've never seen no positive, like, you are pregnant, bitch.
Right.
And that was my first, like, you're pregnant. Like,
Yeah.
so like, I'll never forget laying on the ultrasound table because they didn't want me to get an ultrasound. They thought I was like 2 weeks when I went to the doctor, and they finally figured it out because I thought I had a tumor. I thought I was dying because the test came back negative. So I had to go to the doctor, and he's like, you're like 2-3 weeks pregnant. I'm like, oh, cool. I'm over here like, we got time. Like, but I was like, something don't feel right. Like, something just in my gut told me, like, ask for an ultrasound.
Yeah.
Just to be able to, like, visualize this. Because how did we miss this type shit? So he's like, all right, I don't think you're going to be able to see anything, but you could do it. I was like, cool. It was like an hour. I went at the doctor at 9 a.m. My ultrasound was like 10:30. And there was a neighborhood with new construction. So I'm walking around looking at the little 4-bedroom houses. Little realtors like, why are you here? I'm like, oh, I'm having a baby. I'm going to buy these houses. Like, I'm up. Like, this. I had just made my first $1 million. I'm thinking I'm going to buy a house and be on a house on a hill. I got a baby now. Cool. Gets to the ultrasound. The lady comes in. She's still like, I don't know if you're going to see anything. I'm like, just try. She hit me with that thing. And she's like, how pregnant did they say you were? I was like 2 weeks. How pregnant am I? She was like 16. And then she did some clicks. And she was like, actually, you're measuring at 18. I'm sitting there like, never been in no ultrasound. Just looking around like, 18? How pregnant is that? Like, I'm doing the math. Like, 18 is half of 9. What do you mean? Like, I'm starting to like, I'm like, what was my conception date? This bitch saying December. I'm like, she's like, you want to know the gender? I'm like, how pregnant do you have to be to know the gender? She's like, you're 18 weeks. You're almost to your second, third trimester. I'm like, there's only 3.
Right.
And she's like, yeah, it's a boy, but there's no heartbeat. And I'm sitting there like, what do you mean there's no heartbeat? Find it. She banging. Mind you, I've never had an ultrasound. She banging. And she was like, I'm sorry, honey, you're going to have to go back to your OB. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm still just not processing the shit. Like,
What do you mean?
what are you talking about? I got to go back. She's like, he doesn't have a heartbeat. And I'm just sitting there. I'm thinking about all the times I didn't eat dinner. I got up late. I'm at this point in my life, I'm going to the gym twice a day.
And you drinking and having a good
I wasn't actually at this
okay.
point. I was in my I'm just made $1 million, so I'm grind 18-hour days. I'm going to the gym twice a day, and I'm eating meal preps. So I'm feeling like I wasn't eating enough. And I'll never forget, there was this one time I stopped at Steak and Shake on the way home, like 2 in the morning. I could not make it home. I had to eat. I get the fries. They tasted so horrible. I didn't know what was wrong with them. And I'm laying there, and I'm thinking about them fucking French fries like, bitch, you should have known. And I'm not a girl that be covered up. I'm a girl that goes home to her dad in a crop top, sports bra. I'm gym freak. And I'm sitting there like, I miss this. The guy missed this. My dad missed it. We all missed this. The doctor even missed this. He said 2 weeks. And now you guys want me to walk out of here with the ultrasound of a dead child, and you want me to call everybody and tell them. So I felt like a failure. Yeah. I felt like at that point I made money more important than taking care of myself. And I failed myself, because you got to think, as a woman, my main thing on this earth to do is to reproduce and carry legacy. And I failed myself and my body at that point. It just felt like straight failure. So I'm just standing outside like, I ain't going to make that call. I made the decision. I was like, nah, I'm going to make that call. So I called my cousin, who I knew was stupid enough to listen to me, because nobody was gonna go with my plan at this point. And I didn't know that you could just go to the hospital and get a dead baby removed. I'm thinking like, we got to finesse some shit. So the doctor was like, oh, you'll just go home and pass him naturally with a drug called misoprostol. I'm like, naturally? You want me to poop my dead kid out? I didn't even understand how a baby was coming out at this point. I'm not understanding nada. So I'm like, on Google, how to get dead baby out. They're like, oh, go to Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood, thinking like, oh, it'll be like, we'll be home by noon. There's mad girls in there saying like, oh, it'll be so chill. I'm telling my cousin, I'm like, bro, like, I gave him a checklist of things that if they go wrong, we'll call my boyfriend at the time, we'll call my dad. But I was like, if these things don't go wrong, we will not call them. Everything went wrong. I never got home. And it was so sad, because I got there at 6. They opened at 8. I left the house at like 6 a.m. I drove out of my city, wore all black, fake ID, making it worse. I was on some incognito because I was so embarrassed that I had a dead son. So I'll never forget, she told me, you'll be home by 12 noon. I'm like, bet we got a coffee date, da-da-da-da. Bro, I got rushed to the ER at 5:30 that day. I remember I'm the first patient in the Planned Parenthood. They had me back there the whole day, and it's crazy. I ended up suing them, and it was a huge settlement, but they ended up...
Let's not forget that.
ended up suing them.
Their ass.
I ended up, the tools that they use are called dilator sticks to dilate you and remove a baby. This tool, so what my body did, they told me it was a genetic thing, but what my body did was basically suck the tools in, and they were all in my uterus. So my uterus, shit. You seen
what the fuck?
You seen Willy Wonka with Violet, how she blew up? That was me. So I lost too much blood. I went into septic shock and got rushed for an emergency C-section. Mind you, I haven't called daddy, baby daddy, family. I just got my cousin who's stupid enough to believe that I got everything under control. So
cousin, she don't mean that though.
And it's so sad, because I remember going in and out. They come around. She's like, we got to get you to the hospital right now. You've lost too much blood. I go, that's not even my name. You got to give me my phone. And she's like, what? I was like, I have a fake ID. I have to call my dad.
So you got to sue them still doing all that bullshit?
Yeah, because they should have checked. It was on them. And they left the tools in me. They should have never moved forward with the procedure when the tools got stuck.
That was good money.
So I was like, you got to get my cousin. My phone about to die. Get my cousin. My cousin come around the corner. I forgot that obviously I had no pants on. This dumbass gonna faint. I'll never forget. He came around like, bam, down. I'm like, get his phone. Didn't even give a fuck. Call my dad. And I'll never forget the phone call. I was like, hey. I was like, everyone shut the fuck up. I'm like, hey, dad. He's like, hey. I was like, you sitting down? He's like, yeah. I was like, I was pregnant, but now I'm not. I'm getting rushed for surgery. I'm going to drop a pin. Clicked it, dropped the pin. Next thing you know, I blacked, and I woke up. My dad was standing over me with his hands folded. I was like, all right, fuck. But it was so crazy because I'm like...
That real deal. Niggas ain't book. Hey, dad like to pops off what, man?
Bro,
Dad not book. Shout out to Pop's name, man.
Mr. Hurt.
William Hurt.
Shout out to William Hurt.
I was so sick,
real
though.
fathers, man. I want to be like you, Will. I want my daughter to feel like that.
Sick, though, because my cousin, I had my lies lined up. Because, my dad, I woke up, saw my dad. My dad had to walk up because he had to talk to the doctor. So I see my cousin. I was like, all right, bet, we're going to lie. I was like, tell him we didn't know nothing. I don't even know how we got here. It just happened. And then I was like, all right, bet. So my dad comes back in. I'm ready to tell my lies. This nigga start crying like, I told her to call
seen Big Will walk in that bitch.
Yeah, fucked him up.
Big Will hurt. He know what Will used to do back in the day.
Panicked. And it was so sad because I was in the hospital for 10 days. My C-sections are only supposed to be like an hour, 2 hours. My C-section was 8 hours. Damn. They had to prep me for blood transfusion. And when I got out, you got to think I'm super independent at this point in my life. And I got BD blowing my phone up for not fucking calling. And I'm just not, at this point, I'm not trying to talk. Like, I felt bad, but I was like, I'm just not here right now. And you got to think I'm in my super independent to now I can't even sit up on my own. So I'm at my dad's house for 2.5 weeks. And it's crazy. This is the week I got my passport. Because I'll never forget, my dad finally let me out the damn house. They took me to Target, and some girl that knew me from school saw me, and she was like, "You pregnant?" That shit fucked me up because I was looking in the mirror with a pregnant body, but I wasn't pregnant. Shit fucked me up. So the minute my dad had gone to work, and his girlfriend at the time didn't know I wasn't allowed to drive. So I got my keys, went to the same day passport office, I left. I went to DR for 3.5 weeks, left everything. And sat there till my body went back to normal. Just got a resort, sat around until my body went back down. Because I couldn't stand the side of it. It was just weird. And even then, it took me like a year to really like wrap my mind around what happened to my body, talking to the guy about what the fuck went down, because I wasn't comfortable talking about it for a minute. And then finally, like, fast forward to 2020, 2021, I got my head back on to be like, okay, like, 1 in 3 women miscarry. It's normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's normal what happened to me. But one thing I will say, I don't have sympathy for women be having miscarriages at 2 weeks. That sympathy left when that happened, because I was so late.
But
so when somebody's like,
you and him though, so like, yo, because y'all was right.
He blew me up talking about, I'm so sorry, and I'm like, you gave me a dead baby, you dead to me. I needed somebody to blame to this day.
Damn,
sorry.
You gotta.
I was so bad. He from Florida. We went to high school together. He knew me like for like 8 years.
It wasn't your fault, dog.
But I was so mad, like at that point,
you put that pressure on him.
And I'll never forget. It's crazy. He was on felony probation, so I called him from DR.
Oh, you fucked his whole life.
No, he was already on it, but I knew that.
He was already on it.
He was already on that, but I knew that, so I knew he couldn't come like get me from out the country. So I didn't actually like fill him in fully till I left the country. And I made the phone call, and I just dumped all the photos of everything that had happened. He's like, where are you? And I'm just like, click. I ain't shit.
You tough and petty.
It wasn't even petty. It was just
my most petty. You might be our most petty.
Because like that situation like that, like even regardless of what it was, it's like, damn.
I know, but and years later, he finally did get me on a sit down. He finally did, but I had to explain to him, like, bro, like my body changed, my life changed forever, like, and you want me to have sympathy for you and your feelings when I hadn't even like grasped my own.
But you didn't give him a chance.
I was trying to get myself together, like, and I was like,
but y'all still laid down together.
I don't care at that point. I did not care at that point.
At that
that's
point,
super selfish.
You believe you're selfish?
At that point,
no, not at that point.
I'm not anymore. I would never do that again. But you have to think that was my first.
My son from Canarsie ain't going for that shit.
He would have found me.
He would
find me.
Yo,
that man would have broke felony probation and found me. He would have taken a boat to come find me. Luckily for me, that guy wasn't gonna do that. Luckily, but like you just have to understand, I was 23, first pregnancy ever. I lost it late, and I got a 3-inch scar across my waistline to remind me of the loss every day. So it was different. Like, it took me probably damn near 2 years to be like, okay, I'm ready to explain what happened and go through the hospital records.
Damn, you took 2 years to sit down with this man?
Yeah, I did. I had postpartum like psychosis. I was not playing. When I got to DR, I was so set that there was a baby cat on the beach in DR. I was so brainwashed. I swear to God that cat was God giving me my son. Tried to get a private jet from DR to take the cat back.
Call daddy.
Oh, I was telling everybody. I had people going for it. People were egging it on. Looking back, I'm like, why were you guys letting me tell you guys that this cat was my kid? The cat was not my kid.
You found a cat in DR.
Yo,
you didn't bring him back with you, so you left your kid over there.
Yes, I did. I tried to get him through. They took him.
They took him.
I tried. They took him. I was heartbroken too.
What you had named him?
Sunshine.
Damn, they took Sunshine.
I was so sad. I swore.
Sunshine. Yeah.
But yo, that's just like, those were just the type of like emotions and like just up and down shit that I was going through. And like I tried to tell him, like, you should be thankful I didn't drag you through the mud when I was going through that. Because I was like, honestly, anybody that talked to me, I think that I dragged them through a lot of fucking emotions. Because I was still kind of like trying to understand what happened.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's crazy because when I got to the hospital, my dad pushed my head so I couldn't see the ultrasound screens when they were trying to figure out what was left and what was going on. He wouldn't let me see it. I, in that moment, was pissed. But looking back, I'm so grateful because them images would have haunted me. Yeah. It would have took me longer to get back on my feet. Like, that shit was hard. Right. So I did take my due diligence, but I had to really just keep telling him, like, bro, I didn't understand what happened. I didn't know why we lost the baby. I didn't know why I didn't know none of that. And I wasn't asking questions because my dad stepped in and stopped it. Like, he was really adamant about me not knowing, and thank God, because I would have just drove myself insane. Like, I didn't get my hospital records of what happened till like a year after. Didn't even file the lawsuit for like 8 months.
You and your dad relationship like that, like you told him about whatever, tough. Everything.
Yeah, and my mom was there too, but I just wasn't.
But dad.
Yeah, I was just like my dad.
That's dope. That's dope. That's dope.
But it takes time. Like, I just be trying to tell people, like, sometimes like you gotta really let somebody get themselves back together. Otherwise, you're just gonna go through the shit with them. Like, and now we just got two people.
That's a fact. Cause sometimes you gotta just let a motherfucker live, breathe, and do what they do.
And I got it together. But I still, I'm not gonna lie to you, I, like, now that I've seen a doctor, because fast forward to 2022 with my boyfriend now, that was the first time in 2022 I'd seen a doctor since that happened about, like, my uterus and what, is there anything wrong? Like, he was the one that I felt comfortable enough to even get another ultrasound to, like, say, okay, like, did the scar heal up? I wasn't doing it. Like, I wouldn't give a fuck if I was dying. You was not gonna hit me with an ultrasound. This shit was traumatizing. Yeah. To 2022, I'm in a relationship where I felt comfortable enough to find out, you know what I mean, and get those answers of like, nothing's wrong with you. Because for years I'm like, something's wrong or something happened. Yeah. To now, like, no, everything's fine. You know, that happens. It took time.
So neither one of y'all have kids right now. He want kids and you want kids, right?
Yeah. And we got a special doctor all the way in LA that is gonna make sure we live perfectly this time. And my dad always told me, he was like,
you know, wait, what? You got a what?
We have a special doctor.
They getting money, man.
Yeah,
this shit ain't regular, man. This shit.
And that's what my dad told me after he was like, you know, like, you make money. We all have money to make sure that when we do know that this comes around again, we can make sure this doesn't happen. We'll be prepared. Like, and that was the real shit he told me.
I'm gonna tell you this: money can't solve everything.
It'll solve me not dying.
Yeah, you won't die, but ain't no guarantee you're gonna have a little rascal running around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're right. But
it's just like, we seen it, like, the nigga who own Apple, like, you get what I'm saying?
No,
like,
that's a fact.
We rich as fuck. That shit can't, when it's your time, big man wants you to do your thing.
That's a fact.
Big man going, hey, it might not be, you know what I'm saying?
But from my situation, so I have to have a C-section. That's every time. And my C-section, when it was done, it was so abrupt, it was done vertically. It was up and down, which is not normal.
Right.
So
usually,
it's normally the outside is like that, but my internal scar is vertical. Right. So we had to find a doctor that specialized in that because we don't want a situation where I get pregnant and it rips and I'll die. So that's where money does save you in a sense, because people are always like, money buys you options, in my opinion. Money doesn't buy happiness, it buys options. So I have the option to now take that 10% risk of death, take it all the way down to like 1. Because we're dealing with a doctor that is familiar with the case, familiar with these types of situations, and letting us know what we have to do differently when we go down this road.
So when you get pregnant, y'all moving to LA?
Unfortunately. But I don't have to go till 6 months, and I deliver at 32 weeks to 34. I can't go past 34. It gets messy.
Oh,
that's the biggest difference is I have to deliver
so
like
it's definitely a surgery pregnancy, so they have to go on. Okay. But regardless, you can still have them. That's still a blessing.
And you can give him a little Nicky, right?
Yeah. Of course. Of course.
And he come from L.A.? Oh, man. He tough.
So your favorite spot that you've been, man, out the country, what's one of your favorite spots?
Jordan. You ever been to Jordan?
No, nigga, we ain't never. I just told you. All Jordan I know is Michael.
I just got my.
No.
Fuck is you talking about? I know Michael Jordan.
Jordan is next to Israel. There's the
I know
yeah. So I went to the Dead Sea. I swam in the Dead Sea. I climbed Petra and the monastery, which is like a world wonder.
Yeah. Oh, you living.
I left at 3 a.m. and hiked 5 miles with camera equipment and did it, and a dress, and changed into a dress for my photos. Like, did all that. And I stayed in the middle of Wadi Rum
What
Desert.
is that on your IG? Oh, okay.
But Jordan was definitely top trip for sure.
My boy playing basketball over in Israel, and shout out to my boy Jordan McCray.
Yeah. That in Vietnam.
Vietnam experience. Tell us about it. That's hard.
Vietnam, we took like the little rice boats, like they're circles, and people row them with their feet. And we went and saw where King Kong was filmed. King Kong was actually filmed in Vietnam. Fun fact, in Hat Long Bay.
Wait, which King? Where?
Yeah.
In Vietnam.
So you said they paddling with their feet. So how far did y'all have to go with motherfuckers?
They paddle like aggressively. It was crazy. Like we saw like a Mai Tai fight in Thailand. Like we went to Singapore. We went to Iceland. Saw a volcano eruption in August. We hiked an active volcano in Guatemala. That was dope. Saw the Northern Lights in Finland. They always.
Yo, you got niggas is not sliding.
Yeah, my boy lit. Yeah,
they got this bitch like, let's go to Roof Chris. You like, man, fuck
Roof Chris. You sound like Drake. Yeah. No more party buses, nigga. That's how I see Boogie coming. No more party buses.
Because we're really into seeing like the world wonders. Right. Like one of the biggest things I want to do for 2023 is go to Antarctica. That's what I'm working on.
Why you said that earlier?
Yeah, like I'm trying to get him to go to Antarctica, but he's not too happy because in Finland, I booked us a night Northern Lights hunting. So you take a snowmobile in negative 25-degree weather and you look for Northern Lights.
My boy from New York, he ain't with that shit.
Oh yeah, he was pissed, bro. He's like, I'm fucking cold.
Y'all out there negative 25.
Yeah, in the middle of the dark.
Motherfucking snowmobile. And you got a bit like that's like riding a bicycle and all the coldness just coming towards you. Yeah, he was
pissed because it was cloudy. But I was like, if we just stand here for 30 more minutes, we'll see them. So, like, I got the picture. It's like you can see them in the background, and he just sitting there, like...
your knee pads was definitely useful.
Yeah.
In Finland. No disrespect, gang.
But we saw the Northern Lights, a natural phenomenon. I was like,
that's fine. That is the actual idea of what y'all trying to do is crazy. You know, like, for that. And just
so he's not feeling the Antarctica, though, because of that. He's done with the cold.
You got to pull your knee pads out.
Got to pull my knee pads out.
Yeah, you got to pull
your knee pads out. Trying to go see the penguins.
Pull your knee pads out. If your knee pads is good... You're going to Antarctica. If you believe in your knee pads, pull them out, man. And you go to Antarctica.
Plus, I really want to go to all 7 countries or continents. I want to go to all 7 continents.
So how many you got so far now, Pat?
Yeah, all of them except Antarctica, actually. Oh. Yeah, I've been to Asia. We went to Europe. Went to Africa. Went to South America. We've been in North America. We just have Antarctica, I think. Yeah. Oh no, I have Australia and Antarctica. I forgot Australia. So I got 2
met somebody from Australia. My boy, shout out to my boy John, man.
We met
him in Miami.
He was lit. He was like, yo, man.
He was on a world tour.
My parents let me come over to let me do whatever I want to do. I just hit any country I want to go to. He's from Australia, though.
Yeah, no, we only got 2 left. Australia and Antarctica.
And then you going to chill.
Yeah.
Australia make my favorite ginger ale, man. That's true. They got every flavor of that shit.
I'm dead.
Oh, God. They got pineapple, strawberry.
You're not drinking them shits.
That shit sound like ass.
You ain't drinking the real ginger ale. You ain't drinking all the pineapples and all that.
No, ginger ale, they created Schweppes.
I'm just tasting all that shit. Anything, huh?
No, they are the create, bro. They got the flavors. I want to try that.
Not yet. We got that on the list, though, this year. We are going there. Let me ask you something. You use Waffle House silverware? Or you use plastic?
I don't even eat Waffle House no more.
Cap. But you've eaten it before.
Yeah, I did.
Did you use the silverware or plastic?
Yeah, hot water.
Yeah, hot water.
Yeah, hot water. I was a hot water nigga though. Yeah, every time.
You drink anything then?
What?
You drink anything. The cup's still dirty.
No,
don't do Waffle House like that. Waffle House is bogus.
No, hot water. See, you
for all the bogus shit they say about Waffle House, they still open
hot
all
water.
The time.
But hot water in the dirty cup makes no difference than just using
steaming hot water.
Steaming hot water, and I ain't get my shit out the faucet.
Give
me the teacup hot water. No, yes, my shit. I know my.
It's just, bro.
Hot water, but still.
It come out the coffee pot.
I don't trust you. You should have used plastic. That's how I know you'll eat or drink anything.
I'm definitely not eating anything. Yeah, I don't know how you see that visual. Yeah, that visual got you fucked up, Raven. Yeah. You don't see me eating anything. Because I'm firm believer that. I don't eat. No, that's just a dub.
So let me ask you. Would you do OnlyFans?
Ooh.
I got an OnlyFans. It's my man.
Oh, okay.
Like,
so over.
You said what?
I got an OnlyFans. That's my man. That's my OnlyFans.
Oh, okay. Literally, like, yo, you got your OnlyFans.
That's my OnlyFans.
That's not your OnlyFans. You got a lot of fans, but that's OnlyFans.
Yeah, you got what?
They get paid to see.
That's the OnlyFans.
That's going to pay to see this shit.
That's laying down with me, so, yeah.
So once y'all get on there and play Mario Kart together and get that running bag up.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga gonna think like,
I
damn.
bet you can
They gonna be
make
like, yo,
2 million.
Christianna got
And
the
you ain't got to
OnlyFans.
Hey, let me tell you something.
They like, yo, Christianna got the OnlyFans. And they gonna click it to see it, and y'all on there playing Mario Kart.
Shout out to my cousin. One of my cousins told me some shit.
Oh, that Mario Kart. Run it back. Yo, we do that 10%. You right?
School, right? So she started OnlyFans up and only played Call of Duty, but she was just sitting there. So everybody thought she was about to really be doing some bullshit. And she,
that's how they get them. It's just the stigma that's attached to it. I just can't get behind
but
it.
niggas is selling. Niggas is
now
like how to say.
They selling
How
all these
niggas
things.
do
There's
courses and all that to
there's
get.
mad
And
platforms
Telegram,
that take
niggas
a
taking
way
that shit to
smaller
OnlyFans.
percentage though. You do
Oh, for
realize
real?
that OnlyFans takes 20%. You could literally sell on ClickFunnels, Gumroad, Shopify.
On Gumroad, I'm fucking with my people that got the vendors for the what you call on Gumroad.
Yeah, like there's all these other platforms that take a smaller percentage. Why do you want to sell on a platform that take 20%? That's how I know we're never gonna get off the plantation. Like we need to stop dealing with that. There's mad other options. Like if we just take the time to look at things, we would get off of this. So
talk to us, huh? Give us a little, drop some jewels tonight, then.
Of what platforms to sell?
Yeah, or send somebody somewhere. They're gonna tap in. Like, yo, give somebody a loophole.
Yo, you can sell literally. It's February. You can sell Big Bears, fake flowers, weight loss equipment.
February done though. You only got 4 days left.
Even March though, you can sell weight loss stuff, St. Patty's Day stuff, leaf blowers, ice scrapers, things like that. You can literally sell those things on Facebook Marketplace, eBay, Amazon, Walmart. You can actually be an independent seller on Walmart now. A lot of people don't know that, and it's free.
they're closing down a lot of Walmarts too.
They're letting you sell online.
They're letting the Amazon shit. I just found out you could do that with it because
but Amazon costs $40 a month, even if I don't sell anything, and 97% of America's in poverty. Do I look like I got $40 for something that I don't know if it's gonna work?
Walmart had to where you could get into it with the room with one because it's like you can have a Walmart store.
You could sell on Walmart for free. You could sell on eBay for free, and people still cling to platforms that are charging us. If you deepen it like me, then yeah. But for the everyday person that don't know how to sell online from a can of paint, you need to start on somewhere that's free. You ain't got shit to lose. And how much money is at risk if you're selling something you don't own on a platform that's free? Yeah. And then when you do make the sale, you're in profit.
But even with that, you creating a space to even sell them things. So it's like, yo, people may hear that and be like, okay, yo, I could just go and sell these. But
how am I creating a space? Walmart already got the customers.
No, I'm saying like, okay, you could say that and then be like, okay, I'm about to just go. You have to create a site or some type of somewhere where you're selling your things, no?
I got
so you
Walmart's
can't sell it straight
website.
from Walmart?
Yes, I can. Walmart is a Seller Central. I log in and it sells it on Walmart's site. I don't have to make a site.
Yeah, I know. That's the same thing with Amazon. Cause that's why a Seller Central for sure.
But Amazon costs $40. Is way more competitive.
Oh, so Walmart Seller Central is free?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Cause I do got
$40 more competitive. Way more people are selling on it. Walmart has way less competition. And they have their little Walmart.
That's why they got J's on Walmart
Plus.
Shit. They got J's.
They got
Walmart.
Yeah, it's Walmart.
Well, you go to Renaissance to get you some J's.
I seen that.
You go pay about $1,200 for them.
Jordans. They have some Jordans.
But Walmart got their little they got their little membership where it's 1 or 2 day shipping and it's cheaper than Prime. Again, way more people trust Walmart.
Okay, go ahead.
So you would sign up on Walmart,
become a seller, and then just sell everyday products. Like if you run out of toilet paper, what are you gonna do?
But it ain't just that's another thing too, cause like I get it in a sense, cause I tap in. Yeah, I do and I tap in, but it's like it ain't just anybody just go. Okay, I just want to go create me a Walmart Seller Central shit. It still steps into that, so it's like in a statue, cause it is like you gotta have like a bit. You can't just go log. Well, I don't know about Walmart. With Amazon,
I got a social security number and a name that I already got for free.
Yeah, but then it's still like, yo, you ain't going to get nothing signed up for that business or that LLC.
Why I need an LLC? I'm poor. You think the IRS look for broke people?
Okay, well, Walmart might be different. That's what I said. So just drop it on them. Tell them.
You do need an LLC once you're making money. That's the problem with our culture. Everybody want to throw LLCs and generational wealth, but if you're broke as shit, the IRS is not checking for you. Have you ever heard of a broke person going to jail for not paying taxes?
No, that's a fact.
You're poor.
No, that's how a lot of this shit, that's what's going on.
That's why I stand on the fact that I've built Wealthy College Kid on the same things that I went through, trying to pay my rent. Mm-hmm. I didn't have an LLC when I got started because I was trying to pay my rent. Mm-hmm. Obviously, after the rent was paid, then we could talk about the LLCs and the credit and all. I don't care about that if I don't know where I'm going to live next month. And that's the harsh reality of our country right now. Mm-hmm. If my car's going to get repoed, you think I'm waking up at 5 a.m. to meditate?
Yeah.
I'm waking up at 5 a.m. to make sure I still have a car.
Outside. Yeah, no,
you
for
feel
sure.
me? Like people just push
up.
this narrative of reading books and LLCs and like buy courses and mentorship.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna learn anything
that course
if I'm
is
stressed.
really the wig. That course is really
like I said, I ain't giving a nigga $25,000 to be my mentor.
Yeah, like, and I've never met nobody with a happy mentor story. And it's crazy because people come on my life like, do you do one-on-one mentorship? I'm like, name one person that you have paid for mentorship and you're happy with it. Because what happens is I pay you $25,000, now we staring at each other and I don't know what to ask because I paid you for mentorship and you don't know what to tell me to do because you don't know what I want to do. So we just sitting here. Now I'm mad because I ain't learned anything and you sitting here like you didn't ask me anything.
Yeah, but you let some niggas front. They got niggas that be front like, oh man, I got this out of it. I got this. Nigga, no you didn't. Because you still fucking around.
They could go both ways. They could go both ways. Because you got some people who will tie into you and pour in like certain mentors that will and like and show you.
You can't pour into me if I am trying to survive. There's nothing to pour into when you're in survival
That's a
mode.
person who, but it's like that comes to a mindset. Like, yo, if you pouring just trying to figure out, it's some people who like, okay, I'm in this space. I know what I want to do, but I just don't have the guidance to do.
You're still
so
talking about the person that's not in survival. If I don't know how I'm gonna eat. You think I have a mindset for anything you're talking about? The only thing I want to know is how am I going to pay my bills? I don't care about nothing else. Like,
that's different. So, but that's it. Now I agree with that totally.
That's
a survival.
America right now.
But you could get past survival mode and be making money. But then, like you said,
though if you want me to pay you $20,000.
Nah, but I'm saying like people can make money and not know what to do. Like, you could be rich as a bitch and don't know what to. Like it's easy to make money. Anybody can go out here and make money. Anybody, that's the easiest thing to do.
We talking
make
about
money.
real money,
but
yeah, you talking about real money. I'm talking about survival money.
Yeah, but I'm saying anybody can make money. But
those are two different. You're talking about you're talking about the person.
No, I'm not saying
that got
I'm not saying She's saying like, bro, people push this narrative of throwing LLCs and mentorships when nigga, you could get on this thing right now if y'all listen to what she's saying and get it right now without.
Like, let me put it to you. If I feel like when I was dealing with that, I felt like, you ever been underwater trying to swim up to the top, that clenching feeling? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
When you're like drowning.
Yeah. Right.
There are people right now that feel like that walking around. Yeah. Right now, they feel like they're drowning. So if you get somebody's head above water for, let's just say 3 months, then we could talk about the LLCs, the mentorship, the real money. But when I'm drowning, the only thing I'm trying to do is get above water.
Yeah, no, facts.
So I just stand on the whole like, fuck all of that. Learn how to stand back up on your own 2 feet, because you don't want to call daddy. You don't want to call friends. You don't want to ask to borrow money. Job is not going to work fast enough because between training and the 2 weeks and all that and the work shoes, you don't have enough time. In America, if I miss my car note, they come in to get that car right then next month. Yeah. If I miss by the 5th, they evicted me that month. Right. Like, you don't. There's no wiggle room in America. You miss 130 days, you're done. You lose everything. Right. So it's just like, I teach selling on Walmart and selling some toilet paper and making $5 per roll. People are buying that shit. Right. So you can sell 20 a day. I know I can tell you today you are going to sell that and you will be able to make $500 tomorrow because I've done it and I've duplicated it. The biggest difference between me and all these people you see on the internet is I post a new person that's able to pay their bills every single day. It's not a joke. It's not a game, because it's real life. People don't care about the Lambos anymore because we don't even know how we're going to keep our Toyota in the yard. And a loaf of bread and milk is $6. You know how long a gallon's going to go for a family of 4?
A day or 2.
12 eggs, how long is that going to go?
A day. Probably
so how you want me to tell somebody to do XYZ or get in Florida, it's $249 for an LLC.
Yeah, facts.
When I can't even put food on my table.
Yeah, no, understood. I'm completely with you with that. I'm on all of that. It's just the fact that, like how you said, when you stand out, people who work in the jobs, and I guess it might be a mindset thing, because it's like, yo, a person who know they got to get up and work and go do this, now they out their body thing like, yo, I don't have time to even apply this energy or what's been told to me to do these certain things.
There's so many layoffs, we can't even look at people and tell them that they got 9 to 5s anymore. People are literally struggling right now. We are in the worst economic time of history.
Yeah, no, facts. And niggas feel it. I feel it. Scary. I know that for a fact. But it's like.
So who do you sell to? That's what I was going to ask you next.
I sell to the person that I was when I started. Period. The person that I needed. when I started. When I didn't have nobody I could pay or that would even throw me a bone. I DM hundreds of people like, hey, like I gotta figure out how to pay my rent by June 1st, and we talking like May 2nd. Nobody leave me on scene, because I ain't have $1,000 to buy their class. And that's another thing. You think I could watch 12, 15 videos when I struggling to eat. Like real shit. Like that's why I have a free class on Wednesday. It's 2 hours, learn how to sell, and I give you the products to sell. You know how many people wake up on Thursday with their first sale? Like, that's real life. That's real changes. And honestly, it's not even the first sale. I really just feel like that just seeing it work is enough confidence that they'll put the effort into it. It restores, like, I'm gonna be able to make the money she was talking about to be able to get myself out of this. Like, and that is so much more powerful than learn how to be a millionaire.
No,
like,
because when you show real results, that overpowers everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you step in.
Because I don't see mentors embarrass people like the little stormy shit. Like, oh, that's not a good vibration play and shit like that. So it's just like you want to break me down to build me back up type shit. But I feel where you coming. I like that. That's a dope ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can help you get $50 right now. Sell this shit right here.
It's just better. Like, people just push the $1 million lifestyle so hard. Like, it's not like, and it's crazy. There's an interview with me where somebody was like, how did it feel to make your first $1 million? I was like, not shit. Like, I ain't feel no different. That $1 million wasn't profit. Like, what changed? I had to pay the IRS. That's what the fuck changed. Because I had made enough to pay them. The hell? Because 6 figures, I'm still spending incorrectly. I'm not managing correctly. By $1 million, I'm starting to manage, but now I got to pay the IRS. So it's like I'm back to square one, and then it's like 10 million.
It's kind of like weird as fuck. Yeah, like, if I'm broke, I don't got to pay them, but once I hit $1 million.
Yeah, like, and then 10 million's like, all right, we outside. Like, after 10 million in 11 months, yeah, I traveled. Yeah, I hired. Yeah, I took a step back. I worked 4 years straight. Of course, I'm out of here. Like, that's why when people are like, oh my God, I want to be like you. I'm like, no, you don't. I walked through hell barefoot to get to where I'm at. I'm never going to tell you to take my footsteps. It was horrible. I would never. What's the point of that? Like, I'd rather you just sell this and never get evicted. Like, why you want to get evicted like I did? And then the people like, oh, I'm not paying this or I'm not doing this. I'm like, go ahead, take the noble route like I did. I got evicted. That's exactly what the fuck happened to me. So think you can do everything by yourself. I have a choice but to do it by myself. So learn the hard way like I did. And I always tell people, eviction builds character. Look how great I turned out.
Eviction builds character.
That sip come after every drop.
It builds character, man. Like,
it builds character. It builds character. So what's some things that you fear?
Honestly, after losing my son, nothing. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I be jumping out of planes. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I feel like I faced my worst fear when that happened. So I was like, the worst that could have happened already happened. So fuck it. We ball. Like,
fuck it, we ball.
Fuck it, we ball. I be climbing shit. I jump out of shit. I risk shit.
And you say you're the oldest of 4, so there's no other, your other siblings, there's no kids, no?
None of my dad's kids have kids.
Okay. Everybody in Florida too? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's fire. Oh yeah, y'all close for real. Mm-hmm. Your mom in Florida as well?
Mm-hmm. Okay. We're all around like 15 minutes apart.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Your mom remarried?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like him. He ain't bad.
That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
Like, that's below my pay grade. Like,
oh, you petty as shit, son.
You're petty. You might be the most pettiest person.
I'm just saying, like, nothing wrong with the guy, but like, he ain't got no money like that I can see. So, like,
shout out to William Hurt. You heard?
William Hurt ain't bullshit.
You got
William need a movie, man.
I ain't got to say. William don't ever have to say nothing to nobody. My daughter just said, nigga ain't got that.
Hey, man.
Oh, man. Shout out to WH. You know what that makes me, man? Big homie. Yeah.
You got to think,
William
like,
H. Holler.
Shit. Like, none of his kids have kids. We all got our shit together. Like, shit, sweet. So, clearly, it worked out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, shit, sweet. So
you almost slipped.
Yeah, all y'all
I almost slipped.
All your
God
siblings
got me.
All your siblings by your mom and him. Oh, they are. That's a big will. Big will ain't bullshit.
Slip. God got you. You got purpose.
I try to look at the blessings in it. Yeah. I try now, but back then you couldn't tell me nothing. Purpose
because God had like, do I let it? You know what, Christianna?
And to be honest with you, in that time, I think I was starting to get in that realm where I was moving like a little boy because I was making money. I felt like I was in the clubs. I was just outside. Like, I wasn't doing nothing, but I was just mixy. Like, I just wanted to say hi.
Yeah, you've been in New York too long. Mixy is not a Florida word.
I was just
my son from Canarsie is with it, son. Cause look,
this is
none of y'all lingo.
I was too friendly with it. So like now, like you know, I protect my energy, like, and I just stay to myself because
you on your nigga shit, walking through. Yo, let me get a section.
On God, not paying for it. Yeah, look, not paying for a damn thing. Still though, like that's the crazy part. I wanted my own section, but I didn't want to pay for it. Still, that's how you know a double standard. So in a way, like that shit brought me back down. Bro, I ain't never paid for a section in my life. Like, word to my dad, never pay for a section or a bottle. What? That's first off, your section needs me. Your ratios suck, so you need me. Like, what? And I got a nice chain on.
You messing
like,
with the people of that
chain.
ratio, but you
I
got
wear my heavy chain if I'm going outside. I got my heavy chain.
This is my little chain.
This is my daily.
I gotta
put my heavy chain, you know, my 450 grams on. Make sure you know, like, I'm a lit bitch. You need to add me to your section and go ahead and grab me 1942. No, I don't drink that cheap shit. Like, bring this out.
Yo, nah,
son. Boogie is tough. Yo, I'm glad you found my boy from Canarsie because I don't think too many niggas be able to handle you. They'll be like,
that 42 for you.
They're like, man, fuck you, man. You'll get your ass out of here.
I'll be like, yo, sassy ass poor, ain't it? Get your poor ass out of here, boy. Like,
you got some niggas with it too, though, who just don't be on your type of time.
Because they po.
Nah, you got niggas who rich who just be like, yo, you feel like that, man. I got the next one who on.
Go ahead. Go get you one.
But you can't call a nigga a po nigga just like, oh, you ain't fucking with me.
You're right. You a green ass nigga.
Nah. See, you just don't like you petty.
Petty, son.
Hey, you're right. Let me switch.
This might be the most pettiest episode. Let's call this motherfucker Petty C Bug.
Yeah,
Petty C
Bug. Yeah, C Bug, tough.
Like, what? You got a Richard, but your mom's still working 40 hours? You ain't got no Richard then. Like,
man, she big.
Oh, you asked about the mama. Some niggas' mama's like, yo, I don't want to change my shit. I want to stay where I'm at.
Nah,
I want to do this.
The real man gonna take his mama out.
Yeah, no, niggas just try that. Certain niggas be like, yo, I don't want to move.
Nah. Not move, but they gonna take them out. They not working 40-hour a week.
Oh, no, they ain't got to be working. Nah, Mama Love definitely ain't working.
If Mama Love working 40 hours,
yeah, now Mama Love working, you really ain't got to pay for like it's supposed to be.
But
if Mama Love in that same spot, you not telling me.
I
got a grandma right now. She don't want to leave her spot. I don't give a fuck how much money.
Leave your spot is different from working 40 hours a week.
Yeah, no fact.
Like,
you working is different.
Mama should be at home sewing or some shit. Like, your mom work 40 hours.
You got the Richard Millie, huh?
You know how to sew? Do you know how to sew?
Do I know? No, my sister does. That's my sister's thing.
Okay.
But she's saying if you got the public PSA, if you have a Richard or any kind of APs and all that, your mama working 40 hours, you bogus.
You're a bum ass nigga.
Bum. Like, fuck me. Like, I look at how they mom, like, how they take care of their mother. Because if you're not taking care of your mother, like, how are you going to take care of me? You don't care about your mom. Like, you
what about
feel me?
Their daddy? What did they take care of their daddy?
Yes, they need to take care of somebody. Oh, okay. You a man. Like,
respectfully.
Take care of something. Like,
yeah, nah, I respect it. Nah, I could look at how you look at it. You heard?
She got you. So what's next for you, man? What's the next big venture?
Next, I was thinking Brazil, but maybe Ecuador. I don't know. Where should we go?
You said Amsterdam.
The world is our backyard.
Where all y'all been so far? Y'all done been everywhere. Y'all doing a trip a month.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
but we taking a break right now. That was the agreement for 2023. So we don't leave until July, and then we go to like 2 or 3 countries. So we taking like a little mini break.
Oh, respect.
To work.
What's next for you in business?
My software company, Celsi. So it's again just going back on the fact that so many people are just struggling, and I know what that feels like. You know how eggs are expensive. Mm-hmm. You know how we can't figure out like where the cheapest eggs would be at what grocery store. Mm-hmm. So it'll show you like, say you type in eggs, it'll show you Aldi, Kroger, Publix, Whole Foods, the best-selling eggs, organic, and the cheapest. Prices. Yeah, so you'll be, and if let's say there's a manufacturing coupon, it'll clip the coupon. You can scan it in store, and you can go get the eggs for the cheapest price.
Wow.
I need to download the app. So it was an app.
It's going to be an app and like a desktop Chrome extension as well, but as well as like products like air fryers and things like that, everyday products. But you'll be able to source the cheapest, the fastest shipping, the highest price, and you'll be able to list it onto other platforms using ChatGPT, regurgitate the titles, names, the SEOs, as well as go find the cheapest option for everyday life. Because there's nothing out there like that. So
no, hell no.
I need in, man. I need the information how you do the Walmart shit.
I be just coming up with shit. It's crazy because Just Skinny Kids is clothing right now, and I'm pivoting to wellness, children's vitamin drops. Okay. You know the little drops? So like omega-3, vitamin C, multivitamin, zinc. It's the drops. So I'm pivoting to like a wellness brand. So just
okay now. I see.
Making up shit as I go.
That's dope. That's dope. In the right man, what motivates you, man? What keep you motivated, man?
I don't know. I don't really have like. I just wake up and like.
Daddy ain't motivation.
No, because he would take care of me if I fell off.
Yeah, I'm saying, but how he could do that? That's gotta be motivated. Like, yo, he always was in a space where.
Oh, damn, man, we need to borrow one of them PJs. That nasty podcast need to be on PJs.
I don't know. Like, honestly, just the options. Like, just the options to like do whatever. Like,
what you want.
Whenever you want.
Yeah, like I just kind of like live on my own beat, my own day.
So you self motivated.
Yeah, like I don't know when the first is. Every day is Friday. Like.
Yo, you fucking.
You want to bill me later? Everybody taking your money out the account. You don't even know. It's just like fucking.
It's just set. Like it's just. I don't know what day it is.
Life is good. Shout out to that nigga who played with you. Word to my
he made you a monster. That's hard.
Yo, I be trying to tell you, it was really a villain origin story. Like it was sick. Cause when I tell you from 2016 to probably 2020, I was a demon, bro.
Yeah.
Demon. Like I was working 18-hour demon vibes. Like you couldn't little girl me for nothing. I didn't really calm down till like 2020 on. And I was like, all right, now I can.
And that's after pandemic. You went to a year to a pandemic.
Blew 10 million.
Yeah, sheesh. Fire. That's fire, though.
So you made 10 million during the pandemic?
Boss Palace did $10.4 million selling vendors list. So it was like.
Shout out to her because I see, and it was crazy how it came about, and we chopped it up, and it was all love. It was like, yo, I'm like, yo, how you know how Instagram could be fake pages people do, and it's like, hold on, no, this is real interaction. I'm like, oh, he's like, yo, Finesse, shout out to Finesse. Cause like, yo, he told me, cause that's when I first seen you on Finesse shit. Yeah. You feel me? And it came from there. I'm like, oh, nah, she a cool vibe. You was talking your shit. I'm like, oh, she on some shit. Like,
what did you say? Before we leave, what did you say on Finesse that just like? What did you say?
No bro, niggas. That shit over.
I'm just not gonna do a no bro. And 100K is $247 a day, and I didn't feel like a nigga that been working 9 to 7 should try to take me out at 9 with that little bit of bread. Like I didn't feel like that was fair. I felt like I'm wasting his time. Like for what? Like you feel me? What? But really think about it. A man that's been working all day. You think he want to take out some girl that been on TikTok all day, making all this money? Like, really think about it. He gonna be like, bitch, fuck you. Like, he gonna want to get back to work, or he not gonna want to deal with that. Like, by me dating that baseline, I'm already dealing with somebody who's kind of like, not so much survival, not so much, like, they chilling. Like, they're like, what'd you bake on TikTok today? And I'm like, oh, I made this. And I see, and I baked some cookies. Like,
yo, she funny as shit.
Made waffles this morning. Like, hey, yo, just some chill shit. It's just a baseline. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what it really comes down to. And I won't date no man with no gun. That's another thing that blew. People were upset about that.
I can't be with a gun.
Bro, I can't be with you if you ain't got no blicky.
Oh, he don't have a blicky.
You gotta have a blicky.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you not dating a nigga with a gun. I said, ain't no way. You just said don't.
Gotta have the blicky.
And all that. Nigga ain't got no hammer.
You gotta have the blicky.
You gotta have the blicky. You gotta have the strap. We say strap, stay dangerous at all times.
Yeah, she know how to do this.
Stay dangerous at all times.
Stay dangerous at all times.
Hey, man, welcome to the party. Look.
Like, what? Absolutely not. Because, no, my man said everybody could be an op. Anybody trying to hurt you is an op.
Look at Lil Durk.
You like her shit. She like
it's every op shot.
That's why she got, that's why she like that shit. Yeah. That's why she got my boy. That's why she got my boy. Because she a bullshit. She a bullshit.
My man said if I'm at the gas station and they try to get me,
get the blicky.
Get the blicky. Like, get the blicky.
Get the blick.
Get the blick.
Like, no.
That's hard, man. But look, man, we had a dope ass time with you, man. We gonna, man, look, we always take pictures, man. We're gonna feed you. If our chef is here already, you know what I'm saying? We do that too.
Definitely got some food.
We got the blickies?
We got the we keep the
blickies.
We keep the blickies now. We ain't going nowhere.
We ain't talking about
man. Look, man, I don't know what you're talking about. Look, I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, though, man, sign yourself out, man. Tell me your IG and where they can find you at, man, and all that.
You guys can find me at Christianna Hurt on Instagram or any type of social media, or you can just Google Wealthy College Kid. Pop right up. Yeah.
Right up.
I'll see you guys at the top because the bottom is way too crowded.
No,
We still need that shit for our kids too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring it. I'm really
I gotta do it.
Ship it because you ain't come back to Atlanta. You don't like Atlanta, so ship our shit off.
You just told us. I stayed 8 months and I got to fuck on.
Ship our shit, please.
Yeah, it was not for me, bro.
For real?
I just ain't like the vibes. Like, you know, like Florida mad friendly. Like,
Yeah, it is.
You feel me? Like mad friendly. And like these hairstylists talking about $25 book. I ain't doing same days. If I go into Miami or Orlando, period, or even New York, I got $100 for you on a Sunday. Come to my house. They coming. They don't turn down bread the way that I feel like Atlanta people do. Like Atlanta, like I don't jump when you say jump. I'm not doing your hair on a Sunday. It's like.
If I got this extra money, you need to bring your ass.
Well, I feel like Miami and just in general Florida, like I'd be like, I got $100 for you to come right now. Or even like if a hairstylist had walk-ins and there was a line, I'd pay $100 to skip the line, and that's just that. Where I don't feel like Atlanta, I was giving.
You feel like you a nigga. Well, I see you right now, yo. Me and my people, yo. We ain't waiting no lines. Yo, come get us. Yo, we need.
When it comes to my hair, 100%. What? I'm skipping the line. You pulling up to my crib. I'm not playing that.
Whatever needs to be done.
Whatever got to be done. What?
Like,
extra on.
That's bro. Well, y'all already know, man. This Fat Nasty Podcast,
That's
man.
Right.
One half of the Belly Gang Boys.
Let me put my belly on your butt, you heard?
And we signing out, y'all.
Yeah,
Hey, you was dope.